All right, chat. So let's start off talking about what we're going to do right now. First things first, Clumsy, shout out the one and the only, recently made a video exposing Brainsy. Now, Brainsy is a challenger circuit trying to go pro player who has been accused numerous times from me and from other people of cheating. Now, Clumsy went in with the most in-depth video that I've seen covering a cheater, especially in the Apex community. He went so in-depth to the point where he has hundreds of suspicious and blatant clips of Brainsy cheating. Now, for context, Brainsy is an OG console player who, I don't know how recent, switched to PC and is getting even more accusations over here. When he was on console, he ended up getting banned for reasons that we don't know. His excuse is he's getting too much RP. Dude, I'm just so good, man. They had to ban me. Imagine suffering from your own success. Imagine being so good that they had to ban you to give other people a chance. Obviously not the case. Switches over to PC, starts cheating again, maybe. He ends up getting his main account banned on PC now. Got banned on console, switch over to PC, banned on PC, makes a new account. Now he's playing challenger circuit and he's competing against other people. This is when things start to get funny because if I remember correctly, and I could totally be wrong about this, I used to play every single day with a guy named Brainsy when I originally switched over to PC. I think that it might be someone different, and the reason why I say it might be someone different is because I specifically remember Brainsy having an accent, and this Brainsy is American. The other one I thought was like Irish or something. I don't know actually if I used to play with him or not, but this is what I do know. He sent me a Discord invite. I don't know what server this is to. It's expired now, 2002. But in 2023, when I was playing challengers, I messaged him, what the fuck are you doing griefing so stupid in round 3? We were round 3 challenger circuit. We were competing. This guy did the most brain dead fucking thing ever, got our team killed for no reason, and then immediately died by trying to third us. The funny thing about this is at the time, I wish I had the recording, but it was years ago. Who would have thought this guy was actually cheating? At the time, we were ratting in a building that should not have ever been looked at because it was in a super weird spot depending on like with where the zone was pulling. There was no reason to go to this building. And sure enough, Brainsy comes out of fucking nowhere, runs in our building, kills everybody, and then instantly dies. Super fucking sus. Then, out of nowhere, Brainsy just magically, when I used to play with him, the person who I think I used to play with, used to be awful. I shouldn't say awful. I was better than him, and I wasn't that good. So I would consider that awful because I don't think that I was good to begin with. Out of nowhere, Brainsy magically gets better. So if it is the same person I'm thinking of, somehow Brainsy went from being worse than me, which was not good at all, and he became better than pro players. Now, with that all being said, getting all that out of the way, Clumsy made an amazing video going over everything about Brainsy. So what we are going to do today, now that we have YouTube Premium, thank you YouTube ads for allowing us to afford it. What we're going to do today is we're going to watch the 1 hour long video. I am going to watch the whole video, chat. It will get repetitive, it will get redundant, but my goal with recording this video, reacting, is not just to get content off of Clumsy's video. Obviously, Clumsy, low-key, I'm about to use you for this, not gonna lie, I'm trying to make a bag off this, but the real thing that I want to do is I want to break down what is actually going on with the way that Brainsy is cheating, because a lot of clips people will be like, dude, that's not sus at all, that's just a really good flick, when in reality that's not how flicking mechanically would work. Something that I'm really happy with my current career and like my journey is when I switched from controller to M&K, I didn't just learn to play M&K. I'm learning techniques, I'm practicing certain skills, and that gives you a really good understanding as to how aiming actually works. People think a flick is this to here. That's not a flick. The flick is the acceleration, the deceleration, the stop, and the stability. There's so many things that go into this that regular people, I'll just call you guys regular. I know a lot of you are probably better than me because you guys are the best. Regardless, let's kind of hop into like what's going on here, and let's just give a look at like what's going on here with Brainsy.
Number 1 closet cheater in Apex. While me and you grind Apex the hard way, he took the shortcut.
Yeah, I worked really hard to get to where I am. I worked really hard to get here.
He just looks like the next up-and-coming pro player. But with a little bit of digging, we can see that's not the case at all. Aimbot to smoothly and quickly lock his crosshair to the enemy's head. Triggerbot to allow his weapon to automatically shoot when hovered over the enemy.
I never knew this was a cheat that you could use.
To see his enemies each and every move.
I never knew that Triggerbot was a thing.
Fake emotions.
Oh!
Are you serious right now, bro?
Bro, I think that is probably one of the funniest things about when you find out that someone's cheating. They're over here like, oh, headshot, headshot. Oh, dude, that was so cool. Oh, that was awesome. And it's like, but you didn't do that though. How is, oh my God.
From his own pro
so
teammates
cringe.
Admitting he's cheating.
This guy's cheating 100%. This guy's cheating 100%.
To analyzing his clips frame by frame. Stick around because in this video, we are uncovering everything he's tried to hide for years, may I mind you, years.
He has been hiding for years. One thing I will say, can we get Zane exposed next? I'm not gonna lie, that's something that I'm trying to maybe if we can figure some shit out. Something that I wanted to say before we dive even further into this. I know it's been a minute and I've stopped the video twice. I'm gonna do my best to let it ride for as long as I can before I can actually stop and then cover something in depth, because I don't want to drag a 1 hour long video and turn it into a 3 hour long video. But before we do this, right now what I'm doing is I'm going and I'm getting I'm finding people that he used to play with, and I'm getting like their reactions and their testimonies to this video. And I'm asking and I'm talking to a lot of my friends in Pro League and a lot of the people that I know in the community, and we're getting their perspective on things before and after they've seen this video. So when I release my own video, aside from this live stream, I'm gonna do my best to add on to everything that Clumsy's talking about and just give a lot more context to things that maybe he didn't think of, or things that he just didn't want to take the time and add into an already insanely in-depth video.
Oh my God, is that the real Clumsy Bomb?
A few months ago, I was queuing up for ranked and I got Brainsy as my random teammate.
Dude, what are the odds? What are the odds that a guy you play with exposes you? That's insane.
Good shit, boy.
Looks really normal. Normal aim.
You're so damn good. You're IGLing because you're cooking.
Alright, bro, I got banned on console, bro, for being too good, so.
You got banned on console for being too good. Wait, you got banned on console? How is that even possible? You can like rip hard R, Cronus, and 6-man at the same time.
I was number 2 threat and I got banned.
Oh, what the hell? Wait, you are the number 2 console pred? Added me, what the fuck? What'd you get banned for? Did you like cheat?
No, you can't do that on console.
Yeah, you can Zen, but that's not even bannable.
I also never knew this until like just recently, because it's happening a lot in the Call of Duty community right now. A lot of people think, and I'm sure a lot of people in chat also still think this, you can't cheat on console. When I was on console, the only thing that I knew existed were strike packs and Zims or Zens. Are they the same thing? I have no idea. Strike pack plugs into your controller. It gives you back buttons. I actually tell some of the people that I coach, if you don't want to spend $100 on a controller with paddles, consider buying a strike pack. It comes with some shit that you shouldn't be using, but at least you can use back paddles for cheap. Strike pack gives you like anti-recoil, and it gives you a whole bunch of other shit that may or may not work or apply to Apex. Someone in the chat just said Zim is keyboard, Zen is a strike pack. Okay, then what I knew other people were using were Zims. You would plug your controller or your mouse and keyboard into this device, and it would tell your Xbox that your M&K was actually a controller. Zims are awful in Rainbow Six Siege because there's no aim assist, so it just gives you an insane advantage. And a lot of people are zimming in Apex, and a lot of them are zimming on console. And then there's Zens, like homie in the chat just said. Zem is basically a strike pack. It's like a strike pack on steroids. And I know a lot of console streamers and console preds who are using it every single day. Getting back to my point, a lot of people don't think you can cheat on console other than that. Over on Xbox, or over on Call of Duty rather, people have been basically cheating on a PC. So if you guys know what DMA is, you basically use another PC and you run the cheats on that PC, and the cheats work on your main PC. Or in a way, they work on the game that you're playing on your main PC. They were doing the same thing on console. They were DMA cheating on a PC and then playing on console and somehow moving the cheats over to here so it wouldn't get detected. It's crazy. And that is probably either what Brainsy was doing or he was just zimming. But he gets a little bit more in depth into this. Moral of the story, you can do so much shit to cheat. There's so many different ways that you can do it, especially without getting detected.
I was using a Xbox roller from Walmart, bro. I don't know. I was probably just gaining too much. I had like 130K. And
yeah,
like,
three different excuses in the matter of 10 seconds on why he got cheated.
Oh, brother! You don't just get banned for no reason. He's capping. Should I tell him that? Should I tell him that? I feel like he is capping, but there's no way he's cheating right now. He's live.
You don't.
Right?
Chat, you do not get banned for no reason. It's funny because all of this looks insanely legit. Like you would see this and be like, oh, is that Panic? Is that TSM Panic Apex playing? Is that Imperial Howl shooting it? Is that Verholst shooting? A lot of this does not look like cheats at all. It looks totally normal, which is why a lot of people.
Yeah, 7K.
Which is why a lot of people can get away with cheating.
Wait, are you like DMA?
I was watching him. He looks normal, like legit.
Oh, on my life, Adby. Oh my. Oh my gosh. I just got carried. Yeah.
6K damage in a diamond lobby is insane.
I brushed it off until the next time I played with him, which is when I really started to see it. You just suck. Play with your carry. I mean, Brainsy, can we get a PC check? Like right now. Like share screen one?
Yeah, I'll share screen one real quick.
About an hour into our play session, we got a matchmaking glitch that forced Brainsy into a game by himself. So I told bro to pop a screen share so we could watch him play. Now let me mind you, this is my first time seeing him play live. Wait, he knows there's a team here. How did he know that? I mean, oh.
When I saw this also, I also didn't think that like this was cheating. This to me looked like just really good aim at first.
Bro. That's happening to everybody that I encounter, bro.
But when you start like thinking about the fact that he's playing controller, a lot of the moves that he makes with his roller would not actually work. I'm pretty sure those clips right there were Zim.
See how unnatural some of those snaps were. I'm gonna put them on screen right now. Do you think this is possible on controller?
That yes.
Keyboard? I'm putting
that
it in
yes.
slow motion for you. For those that are missing a couple.
That one no.
Cells. Look at this.
That last one also no.
For those that said, yeah, that's possible. Don't worry, we're not at the analysis yet, but I will show you the rest of the match. Unfortunately, we don't have my POV because I didn't record
that ass was
it, but
crazy.
We still have his entire POV.
What's going on, Clumsy? Where's he at a kill?
He's looking at your wad and he's saying that.
So, so these clips right here. I'm gonna slow this down. And I know he's gonna go back and he's gonna slow down his own shit, but I want to point this out. This is what I was talking about earlier. You're gonna see clips and you're gonna be like, that's totally doable on controller. There's so many little things that go into aiming that are just simply not possible. For example, maybe not this shot right here, but maybe not that shot right there, because he literally flicked in front of his opponent. This is how you would aim on mouse and keyboard. You would flick in front of your opponent, and then you would either let him walk into your shot, or you would adjust onto his head. Right there, he let him walk into that shot. So that looked totally normal. But then, right here, that last flick to the head, that is not normal. The way that... I wish I had, like a number pad or some shit on my keyboard where I could just go backwards and forwards 5 seconds. But this flick right here, the amount that you would need to flick your stick to go from here to right there, and then not overextend because you need to bring your stick back to center, is so insanely difficult. And then not just that, once your crosshair gets on top of your opponent with aim assist, it slows it down, which means it actually becomes harder to put it exactly where you want it to go.
Telling you, Clumsy, if you just stick with me, bro, that's happening to everybody that I encounter, bro.
That looks totally normal. Looks totally normal. He let it walk in. There was two flicks right there on that caustic that were completely abnormal. And then right here also, instant flicks.
I
up into
bro's
where
hiding
he is.
something.
On
I don't
mouse and
know if you can
keyboard,
tell, but if you have a brain,
on
you
mouse and
can see
keyboard,
how
that is
unnatural some of
totally
those snaps
doable.
were. I'm gonna put them on screen right now.
Totally
Do you
doable.
think this is possible on
But you
controller
can't- it's
or
impossible on
mouse and
roller.
keyboard? I'm putting it in slow motion for you. For those that are missing a couple brain cells, look at this. For those that said, yeah, that's possible, don't worry, we're not at the analysis yet, but I will show you the rest of the match. Unfortunately, we don't have my POV because I didn't record it, but we still have his entire POV.
What's going on, Clumsy? Where's he at a kill?
He's looking at your wad and he's
Plus and
saying that you're
minus?
cheating.
I don't know, bro, I'm getting
That doesn't
worried
work
'cause
for me.
I literally don't know if you're cheating or not, and I don't,
Bro, I'm
like,
telling you, I'm not.
Totally normal aim. He's even missing
oh, don't you dare. Oh, I mean, bro.
really good crosshair placement.
Oh,
Oh,
my bad.
yeah, I mean,
My
yeah,
bad,
bro.
my bad, my bad.
That's
That
a
shit-
normal thing to do.
Didn't mean to do that.
Clumsy has 30% accuracy, so he thinks that he
What the fuck?
first time chatter.
Oh, what the hell, man?
No way.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest,
No
like,
way.
screen
Okay.
one task manager immediately or we're not playing. I can see why people think you're cheating. You just headshotted a kid through a bush.
You want to see it?
Yes, bro, yes! Wait, yeah, let's PC check. Okay, okay. Unfortunately, you can't see the PC check because the only thing he has recording from his POV is the game. So the only thing that happened was he opened Task Manager, showed me that there was nothing in Task Manager, and then opened a couple folders on his desktop. And then when a kid typed in my chat, always using DMA, he ended the screen share. For those that actually know how to PC check and what one is, I got called a weirdo after trying to see his browser history, which you have to see someone's search history to see if they've been on any dashboards for cheating websites, but my teammate at the time was calling me a weirdo for it, so ended up not being able to PC check him, and he just did.
As asking to see someone's browser history also wouldn't really do anything. If people were smart, they would use two different browsing softwares. For instance, I use Google Chrome, and then I also use Opera GX. I use Opera GX because it's a lot easier on my PC. It has cool features that I like, and then I use Chrome because some of the websites that I visit don't support Opera GX for whatever reason. Like, you can go on the website, but trying to like move things around, for instance, like some like graphic design websites, it just doesn't work with Opera. So I have to use two different softwares. He could easily be using Opera for all his regular shit and then use Chrome to look at all like the cheating shit.
Didn't show anything. For those that don't know what a PC check is, all you're doing is rummaging through their PC to see if they're cheating or not. Don't end screen share, no matter what.
Try to
No
see his
matter
favorite
what.
category,
No,
bro.
we're
Oh
PC
my
checking.
god,
Okay,
imagine.
yeah, open task manager.
You just
Scroll down, scroll
open
down.
up his
Nope,
browser
slower,
history, and
slower.
all
Alright,
you
now go to
see
your
is like
downloads folder.
midget
Alright, now go to your
porn,
history.
whole
Control
bunch
H,
of like
Control H.
crazy like
Control H.
Go to
BDSM
your
stuff.
browser
Oh
and
my
press
god.
Control H.
He's secretly into
Bro, that's too much,
furries.
bro. I don't
Oh,
know what that means.
So you know
Brainsy,
how
what's
to
going
download
on?
cheats, but you don't know what the search history is? Okay, go to your browser. Control plus H on your keyboard. Control H.
What do you mean?
Yo, alright then. Alright, go back to Google Chrome. Go back to Google Chrome.
Okay.
Alright, make a new tab. Click the three dots and history. History, right there, history.
Bro, I can't do that, bro. There's like stuff in there, bro.
Wow, I wonder. Wow, is it his girlfriend's $10 per month OnlyFans?
Is that actually his? No shot he has a girlfriend that does OnlyFans. Imagine, look, I'm not going to hate on someone. You know, you do what you got to do to get your bag. I personally don't think I could ever date a girl and work to be able to see that pussy IRL, right? Put in all the time, all the texting, all the dates and stuff, and then she's going to go sling that pussy for $10 on the internet. Crazy. Lexi, I didn't even notice that. His girlfriend's username is Pocket Girlfriend.
In the search history, or is it a DMA
She's
dashboard
she's
website?
probably a pocket pussy.
Find out later. Yo.
IRL pocket
Bro,
pussy.
that's his history for what he's like doing. I don't think that's not sus, bro.
Okay.
No way we're investigating brains.
Go to your desktop. Go to your desktop. What is that? On the top folder. Driver. What is this driver for? Oh, what is setup.exe?
That'll be
Go virus total. Go virus total. DMA? Oh. Yo, bro. Brainsy, bro.
Screen share
I don't know,
ends.
gang, because I'm not even trying to be
Bro,
weird.
dude, if you weren't cheating and you wanted to prove you weren't cheating,
Was that performance just, like,
anyone in their
Bro, I'm
right
not
mind
just, like, watching a
would
movie or what?
open
Ready
up
up.
an
I've been playing this
antivirus
monkey
and then
season
run
two,
an
bro. I don't know what
antivirus
to say.
scan,
I mean,
and then it would
bro,
come
and
back
then bro
totally
gets
clean.
banned and watch, I'm
Anyone
being
would do
wrong
that
again
for
this
anyone
flag
would do
cheater,
that
bro.
just to
Now,
clear
the
their
following
name,
days
bro.
after this happened, I played with Brainsy one other time, but I quickly realized there's no point in playing with somebody that could be potentially cheating. I usually solo queue ranked anyways. With that
Yeah, bro,
being
imagine
said,
paying
I
for cheats
unadded
on a
Brainsy,
monthly basis,
banned
too.
him
Oh
from
my
my
God,
chat,
that's crazy.
unfollowed him, whatever you want to call it, done. Done. I also happened to come across an old video on YouTube of him getting caught cheating in a pro lobby. In this video, we can see Brainsy accidentally use some sort of aimbot, obviously using walls, to lock onto Hal's teammate through the mountain before.
Bro, I remember seeing this. I remember seeing this clip when it first released,
and kills him instantly.
and
now,
this
we can see in this clip,
this was when I was coming out and saying, dude, Brainsy is fucking cheating. Because it was like a couple weeks after I was scrimming against Brainsy that he hit this fucking clip.
He's obviously cheating, but he ended up slipping out of it. And the reason this is important is because this marks the first instance that he's been caught cheating and faced no repercussion for it.
I didn't watch it back. I didn't watch it from my perspective, but it definitely did look weird because of like the aim is weird from controller. I don't know. It was weird, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's not about the shot. It's about where he was aiming prior to the shot.
Boom. It snaps right there. We look at
Doxing his girl is kind of low. She didn't get doxed. Nowhere on there did it say her name, not even her first name, if I'm mistaken. He didn't link it. He didn't tell people to go look at it. He didn't, I mean, he showed her face and all that, but I mean, that's all public stuff. He didn't release anything that was private, right? I have an OnlyFans, right? Look up OnlyFans/district. Anyone can go on there, but that's not me getting doxxed, right? If you were to show my YouTube account to someone, you're not doxing me. If you don't want people to know you have an OnlyFans, don't have an OnlyFans. If you don't want people to come look at your pussy for $5, probably don't do that. Or at the very least, increase the price so that only sugar daddies can afford it, right? But I mean, that's not doxing by any means. If anything, she just got free promo.
Look at the clock, 6:87. If we look at this VOD at 6:89, same time, that's exactly where Peeps is in the mountain. That's exactly where Peeps is. If you match up exactly where that is. I'm thinking he turned it on and then it snapped up to the first person that was in his line of sight, which was technically Peeps, and then he moved it to Hal.
I then began
That's
to look
crazy.
into his Twitch clips, his TikTok clips.
So here, we gotta watch that
I
back.
don't know. It was weird, but
And you
at the same
gotta
come
see that.
across an old video on YouTube of him getting caught cheating in a pro lobby. In this video, we can see Brainsy
So right here, exactly what Nokopus was saying. Someone is ratting right over here. They're in the mountain. They are hiding in the rocks, right? So what happens? He's aiming.
use some sort of aim.
He's trying to look for Hal, right? So he probably right here just toggled it. He probably, because it would have already snapped onto him if he was already cheating, or if he was like had his cheats activated in that moment. And then, oh, Hal, looks like Hal's taking the zip. I'm going to alt-tab. I'm going to turn on my cheats. And then all of a sudden, snaps up to this. There's no reason to snap here. Dude, how often are you on controller and you push your thumbstick all the way up and then pull it all the way back down and stop right there?
Obviously using walls to
Does
lock
not happen.
onto Hal's teammate through the mountain before snapping onto Hal's head with a sentinel charged up and kills him instantly. Now, we can see in this clip
That's
he's
crazy.
obviously cheating, but he ended up
when analyzing the clips of a cheater.
The first and most obvious thing is aimbot snapping. You see, most closet cheaters will turn their aimbot smoothing up a lot, which will turn their aim from
Yeah,
looking
dude,
like
snap
this
isn't even that snap wasn't
to
even
this.
possible. I totally forgot about that. Brainsy
Remember, though, aimbot
plays
isn't
on a
perfect,
low
and it can
sense, like a
always
low
malfunction.
medium
So
controller
even with
sense.
aimbot
You
smoothing turned
cannot
all the way up,
snap
it
that
can still
hard to
act
begin
glitchy
with.
and outright
Even
expose
with
a cheater.
extra
Let me
yaw,
remind you that the
you would
first
still
snap
see
I
it
showed you
ramp up
isn't
unless you play
possible
extra
on
yaw,
controller
no
or
ramp up
mouse
time.
and keyboard. It can only be done with aimbot. The second thing to look out for is smooth aimbot snapping, which is exactly what I just showed you. All it is the
I also
original
never knew
aimbot
this was a
snapping,
thing.
with the aimbot smoothing turned all the way up to make it look like you're actually moving your cursor to the player instead of the aimbot just doing it for you. This can
That's
be really
crazy, dude.
obvious in a scenario where a cheater locks onto a player way too smoothly and precise. And it also has that kind of robot look to it, which might sound weird, but trust me, you'll see it. The third thing to look for is wall hacks. We'll specifically be looking for pinging people through walls, finding unfindable rats, and overcalming or knowing too much. I know this is a lot to remember, but stick with me. Trust. Anti-recoil can be seen by odd shaking or pulling down of the crosshair and can be especially seen when you put the clip in slow motion.
The shaking-
Triggerbot can be seen when
The shaking chat is if you have a script that is jitter aiming for you. So a really easy way to tell, it's kind of hard to tell if someone's shooting because they could be actively trying to do it. But what I've seen from a couple people is they have it so that as long as you're aiming down sight, it's automatically doing it. Now, you can jitter aim with Steam configs. So there's probably a lot of people who are using Steam configs or maybe another external software or program to do this for them. You literally just set up, whenever I click this button and this button, shake or do this motion. And then by shaking, you're effectively aim smoothing in a circle, giving you no recoil control.
His weapon shoots at perfect timing when hovered over an enemy. This can be very hard to detect though, because in a hack menu, there is a lot of trigger bot settings that you can use to make this more undetected, and you could also just write it off on his end as perfect
Trigger bot
timing,
is crazy. I never knew you could trigger. I didn't even know what trigger botting was until this video.
Shaking of the crosshair and aim
That's
lock.
the jitter aiming.
Impossible shaking can be caused by various different things, but it's mostly caused by the aimbot not knowing which target to lock onto, or the aimbot just spazzing out because it's trying to predict where the enemy is going left to right. The weird shaking can also just be caused by the aimbot smoothing being turned down too low. An aim lock is another cheat that's really hard to tell, but you can pretty much tell someone's using aim lock if they're locked onto a target that's unpredictably moving. We're also going to be looking for any suspicious things that we can find, like him and his teammates talking about cheating mid-fight, or a random software popping up on his monitor, or even him tabbing out while fighting to adjust his cheats. What if I were to tell you that everything we just went over, he's actually guilty of? Let's get to the evidence. Each folder you see on screen contains clear-cut evidence of Brainsy cheating. From clips of him subtly locking onto enemies, to clips of him doing the impossible aimbot snap, and even screenshot proof of him using Apex cheats. For each category,
when I
reshared
shared that on Twitch or on Twitter, everyone shit-talked me.
Starting with aimbot smoothing. Before we get started, I would just like to tell you that all of the cheating proof I have will be in a Google Drive in the description, so you can do your own analysis. You can look at all of the clips, but I won't be going over every single one of them, because as you can see here, just for aimbot smoothing, in the relatively subtle folder, there's about 25 plus clips here, and for blatant, there's about 15 to 20, it looks like. So we won't be going over all of them, but I will be showing you the most important ones and the most damning ones.
Hundreds of clips, chat. Hundreds he has.
He's in a 1v3 situation, drops down, goes inside. One of his teammates are down, one of his teammates are coming to help.
Create space,
boom,
awesome.
Kills this Ash. Notice that snap though. We'll go back to it. Don't worry, we'll go back to it. Nothing weird on this Wraith, really. Maybe that was a little weird.
That's
really.
not weird at all. This looks totally normal also.
The weirdest thing about this, we're gonna go back. And right there, you can see weird moving of the crosshair. Nothing too crazy, not a insanely blatant clip. You honestly might not even see nothing there, and that's perfectly fine. We're gonna get deeper, okay?
Let's go back and just watch
honestly,
this.
Might not even see nothing there, and that's perfectly fine.
Ever so slightly.
Deeper, okay?
Okay. And honestly, when you slow it down, it looks less weird than what it actually is.
Next clip, we have a clip of him shooting his P20s.
Oh my god. 100.
Normal.
100.
So we're gonna put this
also
frame by frame.
kind of looks normal until you slow it down.
Better look. Right when he slides in. Really,
that snap doesn't happen on
that
controller.
Snap onto the Wraith's head is blatant, right? Boom.
100.
Next.
Now the reason, again, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make sure to just run through these, and I'm gonna stop talking about it. I just want to talk about this one part. You cannot snap like this on controller because your stick has to accelerate to the speed that you're trying to go, and then you need to pull it back to center. When you see controller players, when you see them flick like from one spot to the next, it's not possible. It's not certain, but it's a really easy giveaway that that person is cheating.
Really, that is blatant to me. To me, that snap onto the Wraith's head is blatant, right? Boom.
100.
Next clip,
that just does not happen.
Him in the back trying to third party. You can see him through the tree. It's very hard to see. He's highlighted in blue.
Also, important piece of context, when you're watching back people's clips, you're also watching at a much lower resolution than what the other person's looking at. Their bit rate is totally, the bit rate that people stream at is going to completely kill like what you're looking at. Like here, you see all these pixels and stuff. He's not playing 720p, 320p. He's playing 1080p, maybe 4K, maybe 1440p, but the bit rate that he streams at compresses the video and makes it look a lot worse than what it actually is. So just keep that in mind. He's also, Brainsy is also seeing things that you cannot see.
Now that I showed you the subtle cheating clips, oh, it's time for the blatant ones. Oh man, we just started with the evidence, dude, but if you can watch these and say he's legit, then don't even watch the rest of the video. Trust. Even though we're just on aimbot smoothing right now, these are likely all paired with triggerbot. He's using the aimbot smoothing to lock onto people's heads and then using the triggerbot to just shoot for him, so it looks even less obvious. We're gonna look at the first clip. So blatant. He aims in next to the ballistic's head, activates the cheat. Look at how robotic. Aims
No,
in.
I can't skip. Same.
The literal trillisecond frame that his crosshair touches that ballistic's head, you see the shot go off. That is blatant triggerbot, blatant aimbot.
Something to keep in mind with triggerbot. We are watching at 60 FPS. You're watching a stream that is compressed, a visual that he's looking at, 240 FPS with crystal clear bitrate, better frames, better clarity, better colors, resolution, contrast, and that video is being compressed down to be able to be streamed and broadcasted. So if we're watching at 60 FPS and he's clicking at shit that we literally cannot see because it's just not being rendered. Like this stream right now is happening at 60 FPS, but you see me do this, right? My hand, like the blur that you're seeing across, is not actually happening the same that's happening in real life. It's the same shit here. He's clicking on things that we, the viewer, cannot see. So a really important calculation that you would have to do is, one, calculate the average human reaction time, and then divide that by the missing FPS, or subtract whatever the missing FPS to actually see what the real reaction time is in real life. It's not just about reaction time. Oh, he flicked and he instantly clicked. As much as that can be a bot, it is also skill. It can be skill. When you are aim training at a very high level, and I'm not saying that Brainsy is fucking like the best aim trainer in the world. This guy probably doesn't even know what aim training is. But when you're aim training at a super high level, you're also not just training going from where you are to where you want to be, you're also training clicking before you visually see you need to click. This is a technique that I coach people on with movement mechanics. People will move, see that they're there, and then click. A pro player, especially a pro mouse and keyboard player, will flick and click knowing that his crosshair is going to be where it needs to be. Same thing with movement. When you're movement training, you're not super gliding. Oh, I'm in a super glide. Now I'll tap strafe. No, you super glide and start the tap strafe motion regardless if you hit it or not, because there's such a small window to execute the mechanic. So as much as Brainsy could be cheating with triggerbot, the crosshair lands and boom, instantly shoots. It could also simply be the fact that he knows when he does this motion, his crosshair is where it needs to be, and he just needs to click. Keep that in mind.
Right here, he's shooting at a team. He gets startled. A guy comes up behind him. He has no clue he's here. Boom. Same script as the last time. Aims in next to him. Aimbot turned on. Boom. Right on the head. I know the quality's all below. The trillideca-second that he's on his head, shoots instantly.
This is probably one of the only ones where I would be like, that can be easily done consistently if you're a pro player.
Shot I have seen him hit. Okay. Both of his boosted teammates die. He's playing with Taxi in this clip.
Someone in
Taxi
chat
2G.
just said he never overshoots and he on controller.
playing with
No,
Taxi
watch,
in
he
this clip.
overshoots right here. Watch. Look at where he's shooting. Look at where his crosshair is. It's in front of the person. Now this clip, man, is probably not the best example of like playing devil's advocate, because this one is really hard. This one's really hard to disprove. He does flick over to the person's head. Yeah, okay, he does kind of click perfectly on his head. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to play devil's advocate right there, and he kind of just proved me wrong, low-key. Never mind.
Both of his boosted teammates die. He's playing with Taxi in this clip. Taxi 2G. Yeah, playing with Taxi in this clip.
Bro, dude, I went to go ask Taxi today. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to a bunch of different streamers, and I'm asking them, what do you think about this video now that it's been released? Have you seen it? What's your thoughts? Dude, I went to Taxi's stream, and as soon as I asked, he banned me. This
is more blatant than the cheating showcases that I showed you, where they're admitting to cheating. Comes down. He instantly sees him. Aims in right here.
That's pretty perfect.
He just snaps so robotically right onto his head.
Keep in mind, if you're playing on controller, chat, as soon as you get on target, it's going to slow your aim down anyways.
I know,
So
bro, I know
having
I'm tweaking,
good
but look,
flicks
just watch
on
the clip,
controller,
okay? I'll
it's
play
hard
the
to
clip.
flick, but it's easy to stop. Sometimes. That's impossible on controller. That flick is impossible.
Both of the clips, it's not even with the wingman. He does use the wingman. I'm not gonna lie. In the second one, it does look very snappy with the wingman, but just pay attention to his repeater hip fire. Look at that snap! Right here, look at the repeater hip fire after he kills this guy.
Wingman
Look at
looks
this, look at
normal.
the snap. The Octane is right here.
The snap is impossible.
It snapped right onto his head. Look, through the knockdown shield. You can't even see the Octane. The knockdown shield's completely covering the Octane. Boom. Look at where that bullet hit. If that knockdown shield wasn't up, that Octane would have been dead. And that's not because he has precise aim. No, that is cheats. And then when Octane steps out, look at what he does.
Oh.
Boom, precise, 100% of the time.
One thing I would say about this clip right here, this could honestly be this could literally be seen in a bunch of different ways. This is one of those clips where you genuinely have to know about how you fight in Apex and how you hold angles, peek, shoot, pre-fire, all that good stuff. When Brains, and again, I'm going to play devil advocate a lot because I just want to highlight a lot of what he does do is legitimately sometimes good technique or wrong technique or right technique, wrong time kind of sort of deal. When he flicks, as impossible as flicking like that is on controller, the next flick, or that flick right there when he shot, he could just be trying to shoot the corner of where that player's stepping out from. This Octane is strafing into, or maybe it's an Octane, he's strafing into cover. Brainsy could be just trying to flick and pre-fire where he thinks that Octane is going to step out from, and he could have just not put it high enough to shoot. I do that all the time. You keep your crosshair where it's supposed to be, you just move it, and you just pre-fire where they should come out from. You can call it predicting. It's less predicting, it's more controlling the situation. It's being ahead of what should actually happen. It's like when you shoot at a door, when you know someone's peeking in and out of it, you're not trying to hit him, you're just trying to shoot where he's going to walk, so he walks into those shots. Again, devil's advocate, he could just be using proper technique when fighting. What makes it a dead giveaway is the flicks that he's making on controller, because that's just not how you flick on controller.
Both of the clips, it's not even with the wingman. He does use the wingman. I'm not gonna lie, in the second one, it does look very snappy with the wingman, but just pay attention to his repeater hip fire. Look at that snap! Right here, look at the repeater hip fire after he kills this guy. Look at this, look at the snap. The Octane is right here.
That snap is so fucked, bro.
It snapped right onto his head.
Dude,
look,
you can't even disprove
you can't even see the Octane. The knockdown shit's completely covering the Octane.
The only way to disprove that
Boom.
and be like, I'm actually not cheating, is you have to show your sensitivity.
That Octane would have been dead, and that's not because he has precise aim. No, that is cheats. And then when the Octane steps out, look at what he does.
If he doesn't play ALCs, this aim is impossible.
It's like his repeater doesn't even have any spread to it.
If he doesn't play ALCs, he can't control his outer threshold. He can't control his extra yawn pitch. That clip would be impossible. That looks totally normal. That's totally normal. It's so normal. I do that on MK.
Now, you might think that was normal. Let me prove you wrong. The second he aims in, he's looking at this little barricade. Cheats obviously activate instantly right onto this person's head. Notice it's not his body. What does the triple take shot hit for? It hits for a body shot. He shot late. It originally locked right onto this guy's head. He didn't have to line his shot up. He didn't have to know where he was. He already knew he was there, and the aimbot lined it up for him. That's why he could do it so quickly.
Number 4 pred, by the way, chat. He was number 4 pred when he hit this clip. Imagine how many other people are cheating, getting to number 1, number 2, top 5, top 10, and they've been cheating the whole time.
Impossible snapping. Remember that aimbot snapping that I showed you before? That is impossible to do on any input. Let's just say we have a bunch of clips of Brainsy doing that, and I'm going to show you all of them. I'm not going to just save a few. I'm going to show you every single one of them, because that is clear-cut proof of cheating. Let me add a little visual representation.
Let's say I'm just a normal player, right? Right here is Andy's head, and right here is where my crosshair is. This is my crosshair. What do I have to do to kill Andy? I have to move my crosshair two.
I'm gonna let him educate you on this while I go take a piss.
Without doing this, my crosshair can't just go from here to here without having to travel. It's as simple as it gets. So anyone in the comments or anyone that will try to defend him, there is no defending this. You're simply defying the law of everything, the law of the universe.
All right, let's get into the first clip. This is a very short and simple and quick clip. That's all it is, one simple Eva shot, right? But what was wrong with that Eva shot? I mean, you tell me. It's just a little something not right with that Eva shot. At first, it looks like he's going to move his crosshair to the enemy. Frame by frame, moving the crosshair, moving the crosshair. Ah, what happened there? This is one frame. I'm clicking the key once. That doesn't make sense. His crosshair would need to travel more towards. There is no denying that that is an impossible aimbot snap.
He's on.
This next clip, I'll play it in fast motion before I show you it frame by frame.
Impossible.
You might actually think he's cheating on the guy that he's fighting, but little plot twist, he's cheating on the down guy and the guy that he's fighting. You can see when he aims in right here, he likely is activating his aimbot while he aims in, clicking whatever hotkey he has to activate it. But there's a downed guy right where he's aiming. So what his aimbot is thinking is that he's trying to kill the downed guy. His crosshair is placed next to the downed guy. It looks like he's aiming for the downed guy, but in reality, he's trying to kill the guy that's alive. I'll try to get the exact frame in which this happens. You can see it. You can see when it locks. Right
instant snaps
really
to his
tell.
head.
I'll put the actual clip in slow motion so you can tell even harder.
Instant snap to the head. It teleports to the head.
Right here, the impossible snapping, the impossible movement of his crosshair doesn't actually happen when he's downing somebody. I'll play it in fast motion first to see if you can catch it.
If we knock one, they're gonna push us on the left.
You should rewind to the Eva clip. Oh, yeah, this one was crazy, too.
It's as simple as it gets. So anyone in the comments or anyone that will try to...
Clip. That's all it is, one simple Eva shot,
The way
right?
that it
But what was wrong with
teleports
that
is
Eva
crazy.
shot? I mean, you tell me. It's just a little something not right with that Eva shot. At first, it looks like he's going to move his crosshair to the enemy. Frame by frame, moving the crosshair, moving the crosshair. Ah, what happened there? This is one frame. I'm clicking the key once. That doesn't make sense. His crosshair would need to travel more towards. There is no denying that that is an impossible aimbot snap.
Now, to be fair, if he was on mouse and keyboard, that would be possible. But because, again, on controller, you need to work your way up to that. It's not possible. If he's on mouse and keyboard, again, keep in mind what you're seeing is 60 FPS, right? You're not watching the full FPS that Brainsy's actually playing on. So you're not going to see every frame. And if the time it takes you to go from here to here is 1/60th of a second, whoa, that's actually a lot. That's really fucking fast. I take that back. That's like near instant. Never mind. Imagine you could move your hand that fast, and that accurate. Then yeah, it would be possible. But you literally cannot just teleport instantly to a spot. And to build off of that, it's not that you can't just teleport to that spot, but you can't accurately teleport to and then stop. Because momentum, physics, you have all of this, how do I word this? Because I'm not actually smart. I'm kind of fucking, language, sorry TikTok. I was about to say the R word. You can't just move and then instantly stop. You have to decelerate that motion. It's just impossible.
I'll play it in
When they're gonna push us on the left.
I'm just hitting. Just kidding.
Knocked one.
As you can see, there's a guy
Before
right here
he
that has a
even
really
hits
clear
this,
shot on Brainsy,
before
but
he even hits
misses
this
the
shot, when
charge.
he's aiming right here, chat, you can see his controller legitimately move here, and then it flicks unlegitimately.
Shot. Then Brainsy goes to reposition his aim, and would you look at that?
Left.
Look at that. It like went up in threes. Look at that. Oh, you can actually see it good in slow motion. That was a really good example. Look at that snappiness. That is not possible. It looks like his game is lagging.
One thing, and this is more so for Clumsy than it is for chat, when you slow down these clips, don't put optical flow on, because that's not what's actually happening on screen. When Clumsy's in Premiere right now, and I'll show you this myself if I can. It's gonna take me forever to boot up Premiere. when you're in Premiere Pro, if you're on CapCut, there's a setting called optical flow. And what that does is it blends frames together, and it makes things look smoother than what they actually are. If he were to turn off optical flow, this would look even more unnatural. So, no offense to Clumsy, he's actually downplaying how weird Brainsy's aim looks because, yeah, frame interpolation, he's actually mashing the frames together. So this would actually look way clunkier if Clumsy didn't edit it.
When this happens, but this is not lag. This is not his recording software glitching. Any excuse.
Yo, Clumsy with the follow, my man. Much love, bro.
He is cheating. It is his cheats shining through, past all of the smoothness, past all of the humanization that his cheats have added to it. Next clip. This is where the actual snap happens, right? It's very hard to see. I can understand you if you can't tell this one, but
I saw this one instantly.
It was that.
If you can't tell that, then you are blind.
Put it in slow motion for you.
Oh my god.
The shot, which makes it seem even more like, oh, Clumsy, you're just accusing him. You're accusing him of aimbot, and he's not even hitting.
I also hate that shit so much, bro. I'll accuse someone of cheating, and people will be like, no, he missed his shot. He can't possibly be cheating.
The exact frame it happens on.
Fucking, you're so stupid.
Locks onto this guy without the moving of the crosshair. Like I showed you in the demonstration, he would need to move his crosshair to the Pathfinder here. Look.
Another way to make this even that much more obvious too, think of how things move. Are they consistently moving that way? When you look at Brainsy's content or when you look at Brainsy's recordings, again, keeping in mind the difference in frames and bit rates and all that kind of shit.
That doesn't make any sense, but look, bro. Yeah,
when he's aiming right here, look at the speed that his crosshair's moving right now. Pay attention to how fast this moves.
Here. I'm trying to go frame by frame to give you guys a better look. Hold on. Some of these is so hard to tell. You have to find the exact frame it happens on. Boom, right here. Locks onto this guy.
Oh, I went too far back. I'm waiting for it to happen, and it's not even going to happen just yet.
He would need to move his crosshair to the Pathfinder here.
Hold on.
Look.
The issue with not having a full keyboard. Right here. How is his hip fire speed that much faster than his flicking speed? And you see this with all of the sus clips, and Clumsy never mentioned this. Again, maybe he just never thought of this, and he's only looking at things at face value. He's looking at like the really obvious things. When you see this, he's moving slow, and then when you're using ADS, something that moves even slower than hipfire, instant, like it's laser fast. And then again, thinking simply of the fact that if you're moving really fast, you have to work that much harder to slow down and stop. It's pinpoint perfect every time. On controller, that just does not work that way. On mouse and keyboard, you stop moving, you stop moving. On controller, you have to slow down. He never slows down. It's always instant. And I've been saying the same shit about C-Munch. Clumsy got to do research on C-Munch. Bro, when I saw C-Munch pop up on TikTok years ago, I have been saying for years that this guy's cheating. And every time I mention it, all the pro players over on X, oh, you're just fucking jealous. You're F word, you're F word, you're R word.
So of course they're playing together.
You're an N word. Like, what the fuck? What's the F word? Right? Like, it just makes no sense. Like that shit just makes no sense. And people will be like, no, that's totally normal. That's totally... every pro player can do this.
And then, right after this, boom, you saw it.
Here's an amazing way to think if people are cheating or not. If this guy is actually this good, why is no pro team trying to pick him up? Why is no pro team picking up the guy that streams on TikTok every single day to like 100 people because his aim is that crazy? People come to his stream just to see C-Munch shoot laser beams. So why does he not get picked up? Obviously, he's got a fan base. If you're so fucking good, why does nobody want to sign you? Because the people who actually know can tell that you're fake.
Way to #1 pred on PC. So of course they're playing together. There's 2 snaps in this clip. I'm gonna play it. You let me know where they're at.
That makes no sense. Like that one snap right there makes no sense.
Right here.
That does not. That honestly does not look sus. That also doesn't look sus. The only snap.
You can see. 1 frame later, he's up here. You can see.
Oh, I didn't notice the 1 frame.
1 frame later, look at where he's aiming.
Yeah. It's the snap before he even aims down sight. That is wild. It's like he hits a button and then instant pops up. Insane. Yeah, facilitator cameo, right? For real. Oh my god. Yo, we got a celebrity in the chat. Look at that. That's crazy.
Alright, boys, now we're
That's
on
crazy,
to
man.
impossible shaking and aim block. Now, just like the other ones that are kind of hard to see, I'll make sure that I replay the moment that it happens multiple times so you can really see. Just make sure you can see it. Just make sure you can tell. So for the first clip, this one is pretty hard to tell. I'm gonna play the clip first, and then I'll tell you where it happens.
Yeah, bro, the soft cheaters is a massive issue. I think soft cheating is even more of an issue than rage cheating.
That's the whole clip.
Because when you
Right
soft
it
cheat, it's
happened
really
is
hard to
we aimed him
tell.
with the
And
hemlock.
really
You can
good
see
players,
very
like for
weird
example,
shaking here, and you can
pro
also
players.
see him lock onto
I see
that
this a lot.
horizon for a
There's a
second.
lot
I'll
of
play it
pro
again for you.
players who are super sus, but they're naturally insanely
clip,
skilled
we can
and they're
see clear
so
proof of
gifted.
possible shaking.
So when
I'll
they
show you
soft
from
cheat, they just
start
look
to finish.
even
The
that
two
much
places
crazier.
locked onto, it's
And everything
very,
they do
very
is
clear.
technically correct, the way that they aim, the way that they flick.
I
But
can
that
put it
soft
frame
cheat
by
just
frame,
gives them
especially on
ever
the
such
first one here.
that
Look at
ever so
shaking
slight
left
edge
to right on the
to
body.
make them
That is not
to make them
doable
so
on controller. You can do
consistent and
this
so
on
good
mouse,
all the
but
time.
I don't believe he's Zim or anything in this clip. I believe he's controller, so very, very rapid shaking here as well. That's not normal. It's his aimbot malfunctioning, pretty much. That's all it is.
I don't think it's aimbot malfunctioning. I think it's recoil scripts. Specifically for Apex, a lot of devs. Okay, I'll pause. I'm so sorry. I keep pausing it. Anyone that was watching me half a year ago, I used to play with a guy named Shay, and he and his buddy, I forget what his buddy's name was. I thought that they were totally normal people, and every time I played with them, I always got this weird feeling. They're so good. They're always killing people. They so confidently swing in 1v3 teams, and they 1v3 pro teams too. And it would always baffle my mind. It came out to be that Shay was cheating. I had no idea. He would always joke about being a cheater, but I thought he was just cheating. Like, I thought he was just saying he was a cheater because he was that good, right? You see it all the time. Someone hits a crazy clip. Oh, I'm cheating. That's wild. I thought he was doing that shit. He ended up telling me one day that he actually makes cheats for Apex. And one of the cheats that they have to do for like a recoil or for aimbot, and to make it work a little bit easier, is you give it that circular movement and you basically jitter aim. So this shaking, it could very well just be really bad cheats and it's just shaking and shit. It's more likely than not, if you're seeing constant shake like this, it's it trying to jitter aim for you to keep it shooting straight. And no, Shay is spelled C-H-E.
Up here, we're in zone, we're in smoke, so we don't have any aim assist, okay? This guy pops Mirage off, but Brainsy knows exactly which decoy he is, or which clone he is. Just take a look. Besides
It's a lazy way to do anti-recoil. No. It's a smart way to do anti-recoil because the game can't pick it up as you cheating. How could the game pick it up when that's a mechanic in the game, right? You're basically using the way that the game works against the game.
Next up, boys, we have TriggerBot. Now, let me show y'all. There are so many TriggerBot clips, gang. Probably the most thing clipped. In the Insanely Blatant one, I only have 3 because TriggerBot is very, very hard to tell. For most of these subtle clips, it's pretty much just going to be the same thing. Just Sentinel headshotting. His whole playstyle is based around this weapon.
No. I'm cheating right now.
No. Jitter aiming works at all ranges. Jitter aiming works best the further away something is, so that you can shoot straight.
I know it's hard to tell with TriggerBot because you can write it off as perfect timing.
Instant flick to the head.
Just, like, aims towards the enemy and then waits for him to walk into his crosshair, and then, of course, his TriggerBot just shoots for him.
How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that, G.O.A.T? How about that? How about that? How about that? He's cheating.
And then this beans on toast eater in his ear that gets carried by him all day goes, hey, he's cheating, mate.
That's funny because that's actually how I envision Chaotic Much to look, bro.
This is a 1v3, same thing.
Much is so annoying, dude. His voice is so irritating.
Let's put these in slow-mo, bro. I don't know if you can't tell this is cheats, then you might have Down syndrome.
Bro, you're about to get me demonetized on YouTube for saying that. And this on its own looks insanely obvious. When you have 3 clips in the same game, and it uses the exact same very risky technique, waiting for something to walk right in front of you before it connects or before you shoot, it just does not work like that. You're like the reaction time that you would have to be that consistent. If he had one clip like that, you could easily chop it up to, dude, he just saw it. He could read how much he was moving. And again, an example would be like, I can see that he's moving in this direction, so I'm just I know I can feel how long it's taking for him to walk into that shot. I'm just gonna wait for him to walk into it, right? You can predict the path, but when it's
slow-mo, bro, I don't know if you can't
when
tell
it's
this is cheats, then you
back-to-back
might have Down
headshots,
syndrome. Boom.
and it's the
Second
exact same
crosshairs on.
technique every time, it just does not click like that. Especially at range, because you can't even really tell.
What else is there to be said? Next clip.
Yo, what up, Aplex?
Here's the next one right away. Just the same thing. Some sort of hip-fire trigger bot for the head, I'm guessing.
By the way, chat, disclaimer, Chaotic Kitty and Chaotic Much are actually a couple, so make sure to harass her in chat.
Alright, boys, onto the
No, I'm
extremely
joking.
blatant
I don't
trigger
think
bot
there's any
clips. In this
affiliation
first
there.
one, we can see an accidental trigger bot shoot. It really looks like he did not mean to shoot here, and his reaction also proves that.
I do this shit all the time when I'm coaching.
That is classic cheater, right? His trigger bot acts.
This is the one where I will actually say I would not use this as a way to determine if someone's cheating, because I literally did this today in the 1v1 coaching session, right? There was a moment where I wall jumped up and I accidentally clicked and I hit a headshot with it. But you wouldn't think that I was cheating, because if you watch the rest of the 1v1, I never did that again. It was just awful aim the whole time. It's the same shit here. There are so many moments where you just accidentally click, like your muscle just tenses, you pull some shit out, and it just fucking works. So I wouldn't use this as a...
Oh, and then looks away. It's not like, oh my goodness.
Oh, I hit him like, whoa.
I just hit the shot. It's like, oh.
Oh.
Next clip.
And his crosser was in the right spot,
Actually,
too.
We'll save this one for last. This one's crazy. Okay, this one here. He trigger bots this dude a headshot out of the geyser, and it puts a sight on it, and then trigger bots another dude across the map.
No. That's impossible.
Alright, last one. We can see in this clip, his teammate pops Bloodhound scan, so they know that there's a whole team here, right? What does the Bangalore on the bottom do off of this scan?
If I was hideouts and I saw this clip, I'm instantly banning Brainsy.
Right? In a lot of cheat menus, there's an option with TriggerBot and aimbot, and it's called Ignore Smoke. And what this option does is it allows the cheat to pretty much treat the smoke like it's a brick wall. Don't shoot people if they're in the smoke. Don't shoot people if they're behind the smoke. If smoke is on my screen, don't work. Alright, that's what you're agreeing.
How do you know that, Clumsy? Are you cheating? I don't know. Clumsy might be cheating. How would he know that?
The second he pulls his gun out, look at how quick. Boom, bro.
Nah,
that's not legit. Now, I know
that's not legit. I'll back that up so you can actually see that chat. That shit is just not legit.
His trigger bot accidentally activates and he goes, oh, and then looks away. It's not like, oh my goodness. Like,
fuck,
oh,
bro. I backed up too much.
Like, oh.
Whatever. You guys get to rewatch it.
Oh. Next clip. Oh,
I do that shit every day.
Actually, we'll save this one for last. This one's crazy. Okay, this one here. He trigger bots this dude. Do off of this scan, she smokes them. You can see the smoke. Bloodhound scan goes out. We see no one on the screen, right? In a lot of cheat menus, there's an option with TriggerBot and aimbot, and it's called Ignore Smoke. And what this option does is
I hope he would know about cheats,
treat the
cat.
smoke like it's a brick wall. Don't shoot people if they're in the smoke. Don't shoot people if they're behind the smoke. If smoke is on my screen, don't work.
Fun fact, that's actually Clumsy right there using aimbot inside of CSGO. That's how he knows so much, because he's actually cheating in CSGO every day.
Oh my! The TriggerBot shoots the second he pulls his gun out. Look at how quick. Boom, bro. That is just not legit. Now, I know I previously said that we're going to start with the least blatant clips and go to the most blatant clips for each category, but for wall hacking, we're not even going to have a least blatant. These are just all blatant. These are just all proof of him cheating. There's no, like, oh, he was subtly wall hacking. No, he's just wall hacking. The bush is not beat aroundable here, okay? First clip, I mean, bro.
Well, I don't know. I'd be beating bushes every day. You can definitely get around a lot of them.
And then we'll go over it.
Where I can see her.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you see her? Wait, you actually... Okay. You on it right now.
Amazing.
Not only does he snap onto somebody through the wall, he pings them through the wall, then pings them through the wall again and says, I see them. And then after he says, I'm rage hacking. He like whispers, I'm raging, which means he's rage hacking, okay? There's nobody to see. There's nobody on the screen. And then
Is there really none? Is there not like one pixel?
Oh, and look, the
This
person's
is-
right here. Wow, would you look at that?
This is one of those moments. Someone said in chat, do I read YouTube chat? I sure do. This is one of those moments where bitrate is actually really important because Brainsy's bitrate is awful. He's like, this guy's streaming with a not even a resolution, with a bitrate that makes his HD, his FHD, his full HD resolution literally look like it's being rendered off of a potato. Right? You know those little potato things that you learn how to do in like elementary school, that cool science trick where you connect one potato to the other with nickels and shit and pennies and a little wire, and it's like, oh my god, whoa. This is literally what his stream looks like it's being rendered off of. A fucking potato GPU. And because the rendering and the bitrate, the compression is so bad, a lot of pixels are blending together. For example, I don't know how well I can show you this. Like, look at the grass here. The grass is literally a straight line up, and there's all this shit that's being compressed. You actually can't see what this is. And for the people who are watching on YouTube, this is being compressed even more. So it's being compressed even way more than you can even imagine right now. 1, it's being compressed from Brainsy's stream. 2, it's being compressed when Clumsy renders and exports the video to his hard drive. 3, it's being compressed when he uploads it to YouTube. And a lot of people don't know this about YouTube. YouTube actually softens up the video that you're watching. So, for example, right now, what you're seeing my beautiful, sexy face on a $6,000 camera setup. To me, I'm watching this back on OBS. Dude, I can see the stubble that I just shaved this morning. But when you watch it on YouTube, it's going to automatically soften everything up. So again, this is like everything that you're watching from Brainsy's POV has been rendered down, compressed like 3 times at a minimum. Especially for Clumsy, when you're watching this back, there are moments that you really do have to consider. Am I not seeing the pixel because it got compressed down to something that I just cannot see? It literally just doesn't exist anymore. It's like the rendering just deleted it from existence. This happens a lot with my stream. I'll be running around. I will see the tiniest little black pixel move across the map. I'll say, yo, there's a team over here. And people in chat will be like, how would you know there's a person there? Because I saw 1 black pixel. That could have easily been compressed out of the picture. So keep that in mind.
Next clip. I mean, bro, just seeing that one clip, we can move on to the next section. So honestly, I'm gonna put a timestamp on the screen right now. Go skip to the next session if you don't want to waste your time, because you already know he's wall hacking after seeing that, right? But if you want to see the rest, I got you. Next clip. This clip was only like a week ago from me recording this.
Do you think games or controllers with custom response curve and dead zones are cheating? No, not at all.
No, I'm walling. Nah, I'm not beating it. Not beating the allegation.
We're gonna go in depth on each one of these clips, so sorry if I'm yapping. He looks to the right. There could be a multitude of things he's looking for. He can be doing a common thing that wall hackers do, which is they look in random directions to see where people are, or he could be looking at the Evo harvester. If he was looking at the Evo harvester to go grab it, wouldn't he just go grab it instead of taking this portal? Especially since his teammates have blue, they're near purple, and it's right there. He might as well grab it and then take the portal, right? Takes the portal, instantly turns around. Now, you might be thinking, he's just gonna rev tack to the Evo harvester, right? He might have noticed it last second. He's just gonna go for the Evo harvester. But you look at that. There's a rat under the stairs.
To be fair, I do this all the time too, where I'll be going to go get something, I'll be going to go craft or something, and then last second I decide, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna leave. And then I leave, and then I go, no, I should go back. He could have done that, but the next part that Clumsy shows where he like instantly jumps onto a person and starts shooting him, that is what's actually like, that's just not normal.
No, you didn't. Next clip. This clip has some lore to it.
What?
Mind you, he's playing with a cheater. Twitch X_Yimmy. We'll get into him later. But
Yimmy, oh my god, bro, I hate Yimmy. Bro,
guess what? He got perma-banned for DMA.
I wish nothing but the worst for Yimmy.
Edge of zone, and he's zooming into this building. This right here is clear proof of radar hacks. He just zoomed into the building to see where the person was inside it. He likely has walls as well. Maybe not. Maybe he just has radar hacks. I'm not sure why he would do that if he already had walls. There was no point to open the map and zoom in, but...
What?
Oh, there's a rat in there. How would he know that? Why is he even over here? Zone's about to close. He should be with his team right now, right? That Loba that he just killed? Want to see what he typed in his chat? How did you know I was in the building? Even the guy he killed knew he was wall hacking, and the guy's playing. He's not even watching Brainsy. I'm pretty sure.
Fun fact: this is the same reason why I accused Zane of cheating. Zane for FaZe, who plays for FaZe, because Zane would do that same shit all the time. And it's not even just like shoot at spots that you know people rat in. It's like Zane would go out of his way to go to a spot that is either known or not known, and he would just walk up to a spot and just start shooting at it and just kill people. Zane a little sus as well. Someone in chat already said it. Look at that. Zane does the exact same shit. And dude, I was literally talking to Zane's teammate today in his chat. I didn't even know it was Zane's teammate. I brought up, hey, what do you think about Brainsy getting, accused for cheating? And someone in Zane's teammate's chat replied, "District, shut the fuck up. You think Zane is cheating. You don't know anything." And then as soon as the guy who was streaming read that message, the coach, or I don't know if it was the coach, one of the guys that he was playing with said out loud, "I'm not gonna lie, I think Zane is cheating too. I don't know if he's cheating right now, but I think he was cheating like a few years ago." And that is what I've been saying this whole time. I'll post a clip of it on YouTube later. Fuck, I don't know if I clipped it on Twitch. Oh my god. I'll try to see if I can find it. I think I did clip it. I'm not too sure. But this is what I've been saying for years. For years. Just because you may or may not have cheated in the past doesn't mean that just because you're not cheating right now doesn't mean you never cheated in the past, right? You could have just not been caught and you're still cheating, or you could have cheated in the past, built up a reputation of being this amazing, skilled, smart person, and then you slowly leaned off the cheats, and now you're just naturally good. Zane is one of those people. I'm going to get so much hate for it. Someone's going to clip this, post it on Twitter, or some crazy shit. I'm pretty sure, I am confident that Zane used to wall hack, and he simply stopped. And I'll leave it at that.
Exactly where that player went, because it logs onto them. This clip is going to take another long explanation. Sorry about that. The context of this clip is that his teammates Scrappy and It's Decoy just wiped the full team without.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. Exactly.
I'm not sure what happened before this. Maybe he helped out a little bit. That doesn't matter, right? They're looking for a rat currently. Pay attention to what Brainsy says. Mind you, It's Decoy and Low Scrappy have no clue where this rat is, but Brainsy obviously knows something that we don't.
He's underground. He's underground, I think. The other beacon. Like that. Don't worry, man.
No, that's just
the best player on
that's what Zane does.
He's underground.
That's exactly what Zane does. There's a guy in this bush. Yo, there's a guy in that bush, Rogue. There's a guy in that bush right there. Walks up and starts shooting a bush that, like, there's no sound coming from. Instantly kills someone every single time. Where is he?
He's underground.
Where is he ping? Where is he looking?
He's also, you guys saw it.
He's looking low ground of this, which is back here. That is what? Not the left side. What's he looking at? He's looking at this part. I don't know if you can see it on screen. He's looking at this part right here on the mini map.
Looking at him through the map. Brainsy goes underground. Notice right here, though. I'm going to clue you in. The rat is in the room to his right. Look at what he does. Look at the
maybe he was looking right there.
Before he enters the room.
The other beacon. Like that.
Yep, right.
Yeah. The same spot, yeah.
Right behind the counter. The reason he stepped back is because he's scared of getting shot. I mean, obviously, he's trying to play cover, right? But why would he be playing cover against somebody that's not there?
There's so many clips of Zane doing this also.
Dot on the counter? That's that guy's head. If you're any normal player and you're in Brainsy's position right now, you would think that little dot on the counter is like a book or something, some sort of cover. Because look, on the counter right there's a bunch of stuff. You would probably just think that's an object and either fully move into the room to check or just keep moving. He does the step back before he enters the room because he knows something's already in there.
I agree with everything in this clip that Clumsy says, other than this one part. Oh, you see this black dot? You would just think that it's something else. Again, it's the stream being compressed and it just looks like nothing. So you, the viewer, would expect it to be nothing.
Oh my god.
Right? But again, there's been so many moments with me too. I walk past the corner and I see the detail that you don't, and you can easily tell that it's someone's head with the way that it's shaped. There's a specific skin that you recognize, and you know that one part of the skin, right? And then you just know that that's a person. So again, with that last clip, that dot, that's not a good way to tell if someone's cheating. It's context that you simply don't have because you physically cannot see it.
They all landed on P20s.
Just tried to shoot him through the wall. I mean, what else needs to be said, bro? He just tried to shoot the guy through the wall.
Brainsy plays on autistic resolution as well. What does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean?
You got it, twin. The next clip is kind of like that one, just shooting somebody. He's just shooting someone through a tree and freaking out.
Oh my god, cheat!
Oh my god. No.
This one needs a little bit more explanation. This is the last clip I have of him walling, but like I said, there's more in the description if you check the Google Drive if you want to do your own analysis. I'm just not going to put them all in this video.
Oh, he plays stretch res?
Long, okay? We can see here, there's a downed Ash, right? Pay attention.
This is an obviously shooting one.
As we've seen previously,
there's no one there.
Ash down there, right? In the time where he fully alter-queued up the building and killed this guy, that Ash had plenty of time to crawl to where he's shooting. And you can't write this off. Like, what is he shooting at? He's shooting at the empty stairs. What he's likely seeing on his screen is the outline of a downed guy. He might have thought the downed guy was crawling down the stairs, and that's why he's spraying the stairs. There's no excuse for this. You can't write this off as, I just accidentally shot the stairs. He magged the stairs. He shot 6 bullets at the stairs. Oh, another thing. Look who he's playing with again in this clip. Twitch X_Yimmy. So if
Cheater
it's not
Yimmy.
him that's cheating, it's most definitely his teammate that got permabanned already.
Yeah, he got permabanned a couple months ago. 26-time Apex Predator, previous #1 aspiring pro player.
This one, but I will show you the
got banned on his way.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. He almost made it to Pro League. Impossible recoil control. You can't shoot a devotion like that, it's impossible. Do I still have Apex open? This is another thing too that I talk about all the time. I'm gonna see if I can load into this. Guns have recoil patterns, and you can learn the recoil pattern to that weapon. Taxi said this was legit. Yeah, well, Taxi is also pretty fucking stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Taxi's not necessarily the smartest human being. If you shoot a Devo, alright? And I step to the side and then I shoot the Devo again. And then I step to the side and I shoot the Devo again. You can see that the Devotion has a very similar recoil pattern, and every single gun is the exact same. Not the same pattern, but it's going to work the same way. The Devo is going to shoot up for the first bit, and then pull up to the left, and then pull really hard left. Same thing right here. It's going to pull up, and then it's going to move to the left. Same thing right here. It's going to pull up, and then it's going to move to the left. But you see how each one of these patterns is slightly different, and I didn't do anything different. I just sat there and I just shot the gun. When you see that the recoil pattern, even though it's similar, but it's not the same, and then you look at someone shooting their gun, and it has the most perfect recoil control. And when I say recoil, I don't mean that it doesn't move up. It's easy to pull down, and there's different techniques that you can use to keep it from kicking up, like aim smoothing. But when that shot never bounces, doesn't bounce left or right, and it only shoots straight. You can't predict that. It's impossible. So again, when you start using recoil scripts for jitter aiming, you start using aimbot, your shit will always shoot straight. If you can't see someone every now and then slip up and the bullet just comes a little bit off and then they pull it back down, they correct it, it's because they're doing something that is automatically doing it for them. All right. Now, again, another thing too, is he using any technique to control this Devo pattern? Chat, real quick, name me a couple ways that you can control recoil. Someone in the chat, name me a couple ways to control recoil. Aim smoothing, recoil smoothing. All right, cool. Let's use that. Obviously, he's not aim smoothing. He's not strafing anyway. Someone in chat said that their preferred method of recoils is using a Zim. Mine would be too, if I could afford one. Recoil smoothing, strafing, jitter aiming. All right, does he jitter aim? Let's go back. Oh, hold on. I don't have any arrow keys. Is he jitter aiming? I don't see his crosshair moving in a circle. Nope, not jitter aiming either. Nope, not jitter aiming either. All right, anyone else? Give me another one. Any other recoil techniques that we know of? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's really it, right? Aim smoothing, jitter aiming. Cheating. Fuck. I forgot about that one, chat. I forgot about that one. Cheating. Pulling down. That's another one, too. Does he pull down? No, I don't think so, because it stays the exact same way every single time, even though certain bullets are going to skip a little bit higher than the other, even though other bullets are going to pull more left than when they should be pulling a little bit right in that one moment, right? So again, when you don't use techniques to back up the thing that you're doing, it's probably because you're cheating. And the reason why you're thinking that you're getting away with it is probably because you're retarded. Oh, dude, I totally forgot Coach Frosty's method of strafing forwards and backwards to control a recoil. Thank you so much. I knew there was one that I wasn't remembering. You know, he's moving forward right there. He moved backwards. That's the recoil technique. He got it. Confirmed, he's not cheating. Aim smoothing does not work this well at range. Not with the Devo. Impossible. Perfect recoil. Does not move up and down at all. Does not move sideways at all. He did aim smooth. That would actually be a range that would aim smooth. That's normal. And it kicked up. That's normal. That clip was actually probably legit. I'm not gonna lie. That's normal. That looks completely normal.
I know that one was kind of quick, but there's so many more anti-recoil clips. I'm not going to put them all in. Next up, boys, we got exploits. He uses a lot of map exploits with his alter TP and with his alter Q, and there's not honestly
I see this one a lot.
About this. I mean,
I used to see this all the time when map exploits and different exploits in general. Yo, Aplex City with the 4-month resub, my man. Much love, dog. Thanks so much for the love and support. I see this a lot with like console cheaters, or just like Preds in general. You don't really sometimes you see it with Masters, but you don't really see it with like anyone below like Masters. So maybe in Diamond. Map exploits. Only the people who play every single day know about map exploits. Different ways to get under the map, different ways to, you know, teleport from one spot to the next. Exploits, right? I see this all the time. Brook styles. I used to play with Brook all the time, and I think he actually talks about Brook later in this video. Me and Brook used to play every single day when we were on Xbox together. And I think we also played a little bit when I switched over to PC. He would use exploits all the time to get into these impossible spots. And the way that he would get pred is he would camp in an exploited spot, wait for a team to walk by, kill them, teleport back up, and camp the next team. And he would farm. Because I used to do this with him, right, for a little bit during the time that I played with him. For I think it was like one, maybe 2 seasons I played on and off with him for that second season. We would sit in a spot and we would just wait for a team to come by and we would kill them. And this shit happened all the time, right? So when you see a lot of these Preds and you never seem to take fair fights with them, a lot of the time what they are doing is they're exploiting. And I'm completely guilty of it. I used to do that shit all the time until it started happening to me, and I realized, okay, this is actually low-key kind of scummy. Like, this is a pretty cheap way to get, like, RP and to get kills. Yo, lifestyle, bro. Lifestyle material, man. Thank you so much for the sub over on Twitch. Much love, homie.
Other guy. Oh, God.
Not
on my side.
Good night, bad guy.
Take it. Oh, kill me.
Yeah, I never knew that these were spots. What the fuck? When was this a thing?
my God.
Alright, boys, now let's move on
when was
to
that
all
a thing?
Suspicious things that I've caught
I've
him
never
doing,
seen that
are
before.
Clipped, that I have. I'll actually show you guys the list I made here. So, we got talking about cheating with teammates, DDoSing on console, zimming on console, toggling his cheats on. The ones involved in console are likely the reason why he got banned from console. If not those, then he was probably 6-manning. I don't know why else he could get banned from console, but
he might have got banned for
we have
DDoSing.
a really insane clip of him toggling his cheats. Obviously, I'll play it for y'all, and then we'll go over it. So here's the clip.
You just have the Devo already. Insane.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have good guns for this?
Yeah, I can fight.
126 on top.
So right here, he goes and hides behind cover, and you can see he tabs out of the game because his FPS drops all the way down to 30, and you can see the mouse inputs pop up. You also could hear a couple key presses. Not sure what he did when he tabbed out, but he must have did something. Yeah, he snaps onto the guy on top, and no recoil havocs him pretty much to death to 1 HP.
That's crazy, bro. What was his aim like? Hold on, I didn't see it. I low-key kind of missed it. What was his aim like before he started, before he toggled?
Suspicious things that I've caught him doing that are clipped, that I have. I'll actually show you guys the list I made here. So we got talking about cheating with those involved in console are likely the reason why he got banned from console. If not those, then he was probably 6-manning. I don't know why else he could get banned from console, but starting off, we have a really insane clip of him toggling his cheats. Obviously, I'll play it for y'all, and then we'll
what's
go
his aim
over
like?
it. So here's the clip.
He just has a diva already. Insane.
It wasn't actually that bad. I mean, that looked pretty like normal legit right there. It looked pretty. It actually looked pretty decent. And then it's just straight laser beam.
So right here, he goes and hides behind cover, and you can see he tabs out of the game because his FPS drops all the way down to 30.
Someone in chat
30,
actually put something that I thought was hilarious. Where is it?
Brainsy
Brainsy needs to change his name to Brainless. LMAO. Dude, what if we made a T-shirt? What if we made a T-shirt and it was a picture of Brainsy, right? And then we cut the top of his head off, and we pulled his brain out so that he's holding it, and then we put Brainsy, cross it out, and then we put Brainless. No, that would be a good one. That would be a good one.
Next
if
clip,
we make that shirt,
down,
who's the one that said it in
ash
chat? Hold on,
portal,
let me
and
screenshot
while
your
he
name
takes
so
the
that I
portal, he
remember.
tabs
Where is
out.
it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It was on Twitch, I think. Fuck. Who said it? Who said it?
Bro, I'm cheating.
Did I scroll up too much? Oh, I can't see it.
Right here,
There
we have
it is.
another clip, bro.
Material,
He's just
lifestyle
AFK.
material.
He's literally moving
If I
with
make
his
that
mouse.
shirt, bro,
He's
I'm gonna
moving his
DM
screen
you
around
on
with his
Twitter, or I'll
mouse.
DM you on X, and then I'll send you that T-shirt if we make it.
Then he comes back and does this.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Crazy.
I'm
I'm cheating. Yeah, you are.
Just another third little extra clip of him.
A really good way to
cheats
get away
and
with stuff,
going
chat,
crazy.
is hiding
Next
it in
up, we
plain
have
sight.
him and his
If
teammates
you're always
talking
talking about how you're
or
cheating,
him
it makes
talking about cheating while playing.
people
It's all
think
not
that you're not
clear-cut
cheating for
proof,
some
but
reason.
if they're talking about cheating this much, bro, come on. They know something's going on, and the way they're talking, I'm just gonna play all the clips for you guys. So for the first clip, they're fighting an aimbotter, and then he just says that his aimbot's better than the aimbotters.
Are they just like actually noobs? Maybe they're not even cheating.
No, this guy's raging.
I'm not 20.
Help me out. He's aimbotting. Bro, help me. An aimbot is back. Don't even trip.
In this next clip, he's talking to Manday about the Spitfire being a cheater gun. Just weird stuff to talk about with a tier 1 pro player. I'm not really sure. Don't worry, we'll get back to Manday later and how Manday called Brainsy out for cheating, and then kind of weird because he's playing with him in this clip.
Shit,
But we'll
yeah,
get back
we
to
did
that.
do a session together, right?
Spitfire game, let's go, baby.
It's not crazy.
Spitfire is a cheater gun, bro.
Appreciate support on stream, homie.
Yeah, I got you something better.
This last clip has nothing to do with talking about cheating or anything. I just thought y'all would find it funny because this is a clip of him dying to a supposed cheater and raging and crying about it like a baby.
That's one. Get back up.
You're cheating!
They're not cheating, I'm not gonna lie.
I literally called it. Oh my.
Imagine crying about someone cheating when you're cheating.
It actually is kind of weird that his teammates referring to the guy that's supposedly cheating as a legit instead of just saying he's not cheating. The only people who really refer to people as legits are cheaters, so not sure what's going on there. The next suspicious thing is DDoSing on console. This happened in 2021.
Chad, I'm guilty of this. I did this a lot when I was on Xbox. When DDoSing came out for the first time and everyone figured out how to do it, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I did this shit so much. So in Season 3, it came out that if you were on Xbox, spam the home button over and over and over again, and you would crash the game. In Season 3, I spammed that home button every single game I got knocked. I would crash the server so that I wouldn't lose RP. I ended up hitting Pred that season. That was the first time I hit Pred. Oh, thank God. And then I got a penalty for it, and they reset me back down to Diamond. So depending on how often you DDoSed, because they could actually tell who was doing it. They would reset your rank by a certain amount. I got reset from Pred back to Diamond. There was no Master at the time. So although I did it, I didn't do it like an insane amount. And then that was the last time I ever did it because I never wanted to work hard and then get reset again. And then every other season, I was legit.
During the prime of DDoSing on console, and he read it off in the video as him loading back into a DDoS lobby, but with his history, with all we've seen, we know that he was the one
I'm still mad, bro. I'm still mad about that shit.
This is exactly what happened to Water Gotham. Anyone remembers Water Gotham got exposed for DDoSing lobbies live on stream
Water,
and
bro.
pretending to be the only one that's able to load back into the lobby? Like, who do these people think they're fooling? If the whole lobby got DDoSed, why would you be the only one to load back into the lobby
go get a drink,
and then
chat.
start killing everyone that's AFK for RP? That doesn't even make sense. Let me make this clear. Even if someone else DDoSed the lobby, if you load back into that lobby and start killing the whole lobby for RP, aren't you still cheating? No matter what, the clip is blatant proof of him cheating on console, which can further provide more evidence on why he got banned from console. But if that isn't enough evidence, then I do have a clip of him using Zim on console, which I'll pull up and put on screen right now. For those that don't know how to tell when mouse and keyboard players are playing versus controller players, pretty much when you're watching a controller player play, it looks very smooth. The type of snapping that Brainsy is doing in this clip is just Zim snapping. You can see it a lot on R6 console. It's really unexplainable. It's kind of like aimbot smooth snapping. You just have to look at it and tell what it is to know what it is.
Oh shit. Whoops.
Also in this clip, he's playing with another cheater, Brooke Styles, which was caught playing in Salpow lobbies back on console. So
I used to do that.
It's time I show you all of that.
I used to play Salpow with Brooks. I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I used to. When I met Brooks, he was #1 Apex Pred, and I looked up to him as a player. I was like, yo, this guy's so cool. He's so humble. He's a man of God. He's really family oriented. He's such a nice guy. Genuinely, he was such a nice guy. And then as I played more and more with him on NA servers, he would start to talk to me, and he'd be like, yo, dude, like, yo, let's go play SP. Let's go play SP. And I'm like, what's SP? Oh, it's Salpow. Let's go play Salpow. What's so cool about Salpow? Oh, dude, when you play Sao Paulo lobbies, there's not enough players to make a full Pred lobby, so they pull people from lower ranks to go play. And I'm like, why would we do that? Just because it's easier? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. So I played with him in SP lobbies, but the ping was so bad because I'd play on like 200-300 ping because I'd be fucking getting DDoSed, and I just couldn't play. So I played a handful with him to the point where I was actually losing RP playing Sao Paulo lobbies because I was so bad playing high ping. In the future, I started to stay away from that because as I would play and stream with Brooke, even though I was on NA servers, and you guys can probably go find old streams with this, we would be playing NA servers with the ping top right corner, and I would be getting hate just because I played with Brooke, even though we weren't playing SP. So then I stopped playing with him, and he continued to do that shit. There's so many ways to cheat. A lot of people think that cheating is just, using aimbot and shit, but it goes down to DDoSing and kicking people out of lobbies for free kills. It goes down to keeping better players than you that are in your lobby offline. You see that person in the kill feed, yo, boot him offline, right? We have his IP address, kick him off, right? Let's make sure he's not in this game. You switch servers and you play easier servers. And I'm also not going to lie too. Another reason why sometimes I played SP was not because I wanted easier lobbies. It was oftentimes because the times that we were playing, you could not get into a lobby. So imagine how hard it is right now to load into like a duo. Anyone on PC right now, try loading into a duos match. Middle of the day, middle of a weekday, no one's playing. You will sit in a lobby queue for like 10-15 minutes before you get into a game. Now imagine playing Xbox ranked, no crossplay, at 4 a.m. No one is online in Pred lobbies. No one. So what do? You change servers. You change to a region where it's daytime. SP a lot of the time would be daytime, so we would switch to SP. And I would have the same ping on SP as I would on EU. So it didn't make a difference to me. I just played SP because that's where everyone else was playing. That's where all my bros were at, right? So again, there are reasons why people will do certain things for good reasons, no one to play with. And then there's reasons why people will do it for bad reasons. It's easier lobbies. And I'm guilty of both. I was guilty at both. You will never see me play SP. You'll never see me ever play high ping unless I'm in a coaching session and I'm like trying to play in like Japan servers with my customer.
Zeus is a well-known YouTuber that advocates for a better anti-cheat for every cheater to be
SP
banned
really
and is
1 hour ahead of me?
honest about hating the existence of every single cheater. I was actually very happy to see that while editing this video, Zeus dropped 2 videos exposing Brainsy for cheating, beating me to it, and becoming the first person to properly clown this idiot for cheating.
Clumsy about to expose me as a cheater now, isn't he?
He provided some very strong evidence of Brainsy cheating, including the previously mentioned screenshot of him being screen-shared radar hacks on Discord.
So this screenshot here is what started it all. You can see Brainsy in a Discord, which a bunch of people blacked out here. And on the minimap, you can see they're streaming the minimap in Discord, which isn't a normal minimap because it shows where every single person in the lobby is. If you zoom in, you can see Brainsy himself and the red triangle exactly where he is and his teammates. Now, you might be wondering, who are Brainsy's teammates here? Are they pro players? No. They're people that have been banned for cheating in the goddamn past because of like this. So in this screenshot, you can see not only is this definitely Brainsy's Discord, but he's part of the team that is live streaming this minimap. So people like him don't have to run the cheat himself on his PC. He can just view the cheat himself and get the benefit of it, making it so he will never get banned for this cheat.
This is a little off topic, but isn't it a little bit suspicious when all of your teammates are getting banned? Now you might be thinking, oh, well, Brainsy's just getting screen shared cheats. He doesn't actually use cheats on his computer. But I hope the evidence that I gave you previously in this video can completely change your mind on that. Also, remember what Brainsy told me when I asked him why he got banned on console?
Alright, bro, I got banned on console, bro, for being too good, so. I was using a Xbox roller from Walmart, bro. I don't know. I was probably just gaining too much. I had like 130k.
Stop the cap! Well, in Zeus's video, he shows a clip of one of Brainsy's teammates asking the exact same question of why he got banned.
Is the account getting unbanned soon?
Yep, in less than like 60 days or something like that.
Would you even get banned for?
Gaining too much RP.
Yeah, that's never happened.
Even Brainsy's own boosted teammate doesn't believe that he just got banned for gaining too much RP. Zeus also shows a clip of Brainsy responding to the radar hack image that was leaked, and I'll just let Zeus take the floor on this one.
One of his very few own fans going to his Twitch stream and asking what the hell happened on Twitter and if he was indeed cheating, which Brainsy's response was this.
It's called Photoshop. You never heard of Photoshop? Hell yeah, it's fake.
Now, anyone with 2 brain cells that can rub them together knows that response is bull and a straight out lie. You can see Brainsy on the minimap with known cheaters in the Discord, his own profile. That is not just some bodgy Photoshop. That is legitimate evidence from one of his own friends ratting him out.
Speaking of own friends ratting him out. So if you guys were watching earlier parts of stream, I was is this him? I was going into other pro players, content creators, or Apex Predator Twitch channels earlier today, and I was asking different people what they thought of the situation. Do they think that he's legit? Do you not think? Well, like, what's your perspective? I got the perspective from Panic, A Prize, Dre, Rambo, Dig Vibe, Lady Pexy. I got Shiv's perspective, and I got La Apple's perspective. Now, for some reason, La Apple's name resonated with me, and I couldn't figure out why. And it came down to he's actually a console pred that I used to play with, if I remember correctly, and he also used to play with Brainsy. And what he had to say...
District, I'm pretty sure Brainsy's cheating. I didn't see the video, but I played with Brainsy, and I'm pretty sure he is. I think he's like Zim or something, right?
I went further into it, or I kept talking to him in stream. He told me that he used to play with Brainsy, and he told me that Brainsy used to Zim, or Brainsy was Zimming. So again, it's like, even the people that like used to play with this guy are like, yeah, dude, he fucking cheats, man. He's been cheating.
Later, he proves it's bullshit. Within the next hour, he gets joined by his homies. Chaotic Match, a pro player trying to grind for #1 pred. But who better to grind to #1 with a god absolute scumbag known cheater. And this is what he said to him when Chaotic brought it up.
Did you see that tweet that got made about you?
Oh yeah. I'm already knowing, bro. I'm already knowing. That's old news, bro. That's like
two teams in a row.
That's like
I know.
That's so old.
Bro, it's pathetic though, because it's like if they want to come at you for that 2 years ago, they could come out. They might as well go at Skittle Cakes.
And also, why are they posting it a year later? Why didn't they post it like when it happened?
So wait, wasn't it Photoshop a moment ago? But now it's just old? Now it's old news, okay? Then why don't you come out, make a goddamn statement and be like, yo, I used to cheat. This was me. I messed up. I no longer do it.
It's cause he's still cheating. Now that we're finished exposing Brainsy for cheating, it's time we move on to the pro players that he played with that knew he was cheating yet still chose to get boosted by him in ranked.
This is probably one of the main things
you see on screen right now have all played with Brainsy. It's impossible to tell if each one of them really knew Brainsy was cheating or not, but I'll let you come to the conclusion with the evidence that I provide, starting with Rogue. After Brainsy got exposed for using radar
this is
hacks
what
and
really
the image came
like
out,
pisses
Rogue
me off.
made a little bit of a tweet saying, "Oh, I hate cheaters," and nothing seemed
People
out
who
of the
don't want to take
ordinary when I
accountability
played
for who
with
they
him.
play with.
Let's just say there's a clip
Or
that
what
I
they
left
do.
out of the evidence.
It's like virtual English.
Oh my god, I just rage hacked on him for you. You love that or what? Fucking aimbotted this shit. You like that?
You're a tweakaholic and it pisses me off.
Fucking aimbotted.
It's funny, but no, Rick. It's funny.
Ain't clipping my number one like that. If I can put you back in the lobby real quick.
I can't wait till it comes out that you're cheating and I just have to make like I have to say some shit about it for sure.
I hate cheaters a lot. I've talked to them. I've shit-talked them. I've given them my address and told them to pull up. They have my address anyway and always threaten to leak it. It scares me. So I am no friend to anyone closet cheating or rage cheating or anything, period. The Brainsy drama is interesting. I'm just writing my personal outlook on the situation considering I've played with him. This is not a defense of Brainsy or an attack on him. I've played with Brainsy this season, and while he is kind to me and he's very funny to be around, obviously there's some weird vibes, especially with me. When it comes to his past, we didn't play well. We didn't drop 10K or even 9K RP a day. It seemed like he just loved trolling and laughing. After experiencing Apex with Brainsy, nothing has seemed out of the pocket or weird. No one has accused us of killing them in some interesting way, but over the course of Apex history, just mine, even not anyone else's, I've had very weird interactions with his friends, his rank squad, and even Brainsy reporting me for cheating back in the day. I think he came into the game through a very awful friend group and no one, and one that cheats, and that just doesn't have any care. That just doesn't have any care about the game on a serious level, but just happened to interact with larger streamers and pros throughout Apex ranked. And when you reach the top, it's very close. It's very close. You know everyone kind of thing. You play a lot with the same people. This isn't me defending Brainsy. It's so weird that Rogue would say, like on stream, yo, this guy's kind of sus. Like, oh, dude, like you be tweaking, whatever. And then come out with this whole thing where it's like, oh, I've never had any interaction with him that's sus. Obviously you have, because everyone has. Very weird, very weird.
I would have twit longer, be like,
I'll say
man.
that, like, I'll say I can't lie. There was always a time where I thought maybe. I just got landed on, by the way.
Possibility.
Yeah, Benny dies 4 times in a row, but you're like, fuck no, he isn't.
If you can't see how much of a fraud Rogue and Chaotic much.
Bro, the fucking SpongeBob meme that he keeps throwing up every time that Chaotic talks is just too much, man.
Or after watching that clip, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else other proof I could show you. It is insane how they are laughing and joking as they are getting boosted by an aimbotter. Literally saying that he's gonna have to make a response after Brainsy gets caught aimbotting. He literally foreshadowed the future. After experiencing Apex with Brainsy, nothing has seemed out of pocket or weird.
I can't wait till it comes out that you're cheating, and I just have to make like a. I have to say.
Yeah,
something
so
about
I
it
was
for
just
sure. I'll
saying,
say
right?
I can't lie. There was always a time where I thought maybe.
If that's not out of pocket or weird, then I don't know what is. You see, before Zeus even posted those videos, or before Brainsy even got exposed for radar hacking, I actually went inside of these streamers' chats and asked them, why do they choose to play with Brainsy? They have so many other pro players that they could choose to play with. Why would they choose to play with somebody that just has a bunch of accusations that's most likely cheating? Why? Why do it? And this is what Rogue had to say when I asked him.
He's a known cheater. Not aware of a known cheater, honestly. Unless you're talking about Chaotic. The only thing I've ever heard about Brainsy is that he has questionable frames. That's about it, really. I've never really heard Brainsy's cheating.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you're right. I just want to get boosted. That's me, Rogue.
Off the rip, we can see a really big Apex creator.
What I don't understand is, I don't know when Clumsy asked him that question. It was like a month or two ago when it maybe more, maybe less, give or take, where that picture of Brainsy using radar hacks in a Discord call during either a scrim or a pro match, like a qualifier match, came out. So why would Rogue say, and again, I don't know the timeline to this, why would Rogue say the only thing I've ever seen about Brainsy is that he used to maybe play with cheaters in the past? When that clip went like not even a clip, that screenshot went viral.
One of the top Apex streamers lying straight through his teeth just to save
it was
his
before,
reputation.
okay.
While
Oh,
Rogue's
dude, Clumsy, I didn't know that you were
response to the
still in
question
here.
I asked him in his chat was relatively calm. The same cannot be said about our next contestant, which is We the People won. Let's just say he had a little bit of a different reaction to my message.
I like it a lot already.
Okay.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'm coming back for the pina colada, all right? Clumsy, listen, guy, he played at LAN and balled out. Literally, he was #2 for kills in
I don't think that
one
was
of the
right,
days.
right? Oh, I gotta pause this. I didn't actually look at this the last time I saw this. What's available about Brainsy in ALGS Open event? Player 1 or player/team kills. Hold on. We actually might be able to just look this up on Liquipedia, right? He has a lot of second places for really small tournaments. ALGS Split 1 Challenger Circuit, 3rd place, C tier, so he qualled. ALGS Open, he placed 31st. So he qualled his way all the way up to ALGS, and then he placed, is that dead last? 31st? Or how many teams go to Pro League? Because this was 2025. Does anyone know how many teams play Pro League? Got to go to Apex Legends Tracker and find the ALGS Open tourney to see kills. Oh, fuck, I don't want to do that, bro. ALGS, your one winner. There's round number 3 team, blah, 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 blah. Had 1 kill, placing them 14th in that round. I don't know how accurate ChatGPT is, though. I'm not going to lie. Pulling it from ChatGPT is a good way to maybe figure out, like, what path you should be looking down. I don't know how accurate it is. But he placed 31st out of 60 teams. Not amazing, not awful, but definitely not good. What are his other tournaments? Really high in all these tiers. Oh, here, let's look at it all the way from here. Placing moderate, placing somewhat good in like really low end tourneys, right? All C and D tier, and then he gets up to 2025, and now he's like all B. Oh no, still C, D, and B tier. Honestly, I'm not even gonna look at this. This isn't gonna give me any good info. But damn, yeah, that's crazy. 1 kill is not good at all. There is no public verified evidence that Brainsy ever achieved the #1 kills on any day. Yeah, I think he's confusing him with... When did you ask him this, Clumsy? Did you ask him this, like, recently? Because maybe he's thinking of when Panic dropped, like, a fucking nuke in, like, that last LAN.
I will say there were some clips of him back in the day that were sus, and that was a reason why I didn't play for him for such a long time, but I think he proved himself at LAN, and... Yeah, Clumsy, I'm not gonna lie, bro, you just sound like you want attention right now.
Bro, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, dude,
Crazy work. Mind you, the clip I just showed you was
He's
before the
drinking,
radar hack
You gotta
evidence
cut him
even
some
dropped.
slack.
So I
You
went
gotta
back
cut
in
with
his
the people
chat
some
and
slack for
asked
being
him
stupid.
again
He's probably
after the
drunk.
evidence dropped. And let's just say he wasn't too happy with me.
Clumsy, you're
Oh
being a
my
weirdo,
God, bro,
bro.
that face is
Come
crazy.
on, we're all vibing, bro. I'm like buzzing from alcohol right now. Like, don't be a cock, dude. Clumsy, there's no situation, bro. You're being a weirdo, bro. Please, man, just vibe out. Like, you're making me not like you, and I like to like everybody. Please. The guy played at LAN, bro. Use your fucking head. God's sakes.
Shut your
Damn, bro, you've been talking... Bro, Clumsy, how long have you been working on this video, man? You're asking them before the radar proof dropped? That was a long time ago. So you've been cooking on this video for a minute.
Dropped. He'll still stick with the argument. Brainsy played at LAN. He's gotta be legit. Don't worry, we'll debunk that later.
That's crazy.
I think it's
Half
safe
a
to
year
say
you've been
that We
cooking
the
this
People
video.
has
Holy shit, the
Brainsy cheater
dedication.
meat shoved all the way down his throat. And the same can be said for the next player, which is G-Dolphin. You see, after Zeus
I don't like
dropped his
G-Dolphin.
first video, G-Dolphin
I don't like him at all.
this. And of course, G-Dolphin is one of Brainsy's frequent teammates. It's crazy how someone can defend such definitive proof of Brainsy cheating. I honestly wonder what G-Dolphin would think if I showed him the clips that I showed you guys already. He would probably just write off the clips as really good aim, really good timing, and really good game sense. I think G Dolphin got a wee bit angry when his ranked carry got outed for being a cheater, but not as angry as our next player, Chaotic, much, when I went into his chat to ask him why he plays with Brainsy, especially as the #1 pred. That's a little bit suspicious.
About me. He isn't a cheater, mate. I mean, Clumsy, he's definitely just not fucking cheating, is he, bro? Just like, get a fucking grip.
Oh.
Bro, your reactions, Clumsy,
like
are fucking
where
wild,
he
man.
had to ask which teammate. He didn't even need to ask. He knew exactly who I was talking about when I asked why he played with a cheater. I didn't even have to say Brainsy's name. Dare I say he's been boosted to #1 pred by a cheater? Our next player is an unfortunate one. One of my favorite Apex streamers, actually. It is Mandy.
Clumsy, have you ever looked into Chaotic and how he plays? Does Chaotic perform really well at Pro League? Because people for the longest time have thought that he was cheating. And I'm not gonna lie, before I like really made the switch over to PC and I started playing a lot better and I got better personally, I low-key too thought like Chaotic was rage hacking, but somehow was not getting banned. So I wonder like how his performance at LAN compares to his performance
Manday seems
online.
to despise cheaters, but doesn't have a problem playing with one, and even featuring.
I low-key
Brainsy
think
in multiple
Mandy's
of his
just
YouTube videos,
oblivious to things that go on
including a
around him.
YouTube
He is
video
kind of clueless a
specifically
lot of the
made
time.
for complaining about cheaters. I would love to give Manday the benefit of the doubt and just say that he didn't know Brainsy was cheating, but first, of course, the clip that I showed you before. The Spitfire is a cheater gun. Why don't you use it?
Oh, double Spitfire game.
Dropped 19 kills his first
Spitfire's
LAN.
a cheater gun, bro.
In one game?
Yeah, I got you something better.
No shot in one game.
Now,
Impossible.
obviously, this clip isn't blatant proof of Brainsy cheating and blatant proof of Manday knowing, but that subtle acknowledgement. It's like Manday acknowledging that his teammate's cheating and kind of joking
Damn,
about
that's
it, just like how
crazy.
Chaotic
19
punching
kills,
Rogue
one
were
game at LAN
in
is
the clip that I
wild.
showed you of Rogue.
But in the next clip that I found on Brainsy's TikTok, in this clip, we can see Manday getting killed by Brainsy, and his reaction says it all, man.
Fuck, okay.
This guy's cheating 100%. This guy's cheating 100%.
While Manday hasn't been seen
That's
playing
crazy.
with Brainsy since Zeus's videos dropped or the radar hack proof dropped, the same cannot be said for the next player, which is Envy Messiah. You may not have heard of this guy because he's very irrelevant, and
So open
yeah,
up Clumsy's
that's coming
video
from me.
on my phone.
Oh, so you know it's bad. Very irrelevant player, but the amount of meat suck, it needs to be studied.
Nah, dude, come on, bro. Dude, if you're gonna do meat suck, you can't ever do meat suck like this. Meat sucking doesn't work like that. Same form, but you gotta tilt the head back, and you gotta go. You gotta get it in the throat.
Okay. Now, unlike some of the other players where I asked them why they played with Brainsy before Zeus's videos dropped, I asked Envy Messiah after Zeus's videos dropped and after the radar hack proof dropped. And instead of taking accountability for playing with a cheater and getting boosted, he insulted the way I look.
I don't even comment on it anymore. There's just no point. Getting boosted if doesn't want to comment on it. I'm not getting boosted, bro. If you, let me click on your name real quick. Everybody, before I time this,
Start digging in your butt, Queen.
Bro, what the fuck? Oh man, clip it and send it to Zip. Oh my god, bro, no, please don't, dude. You know what? You know that you have instantly won an argument when someone has to click on your profile and then make fun of how you look. Especially with Clumsy's like fucking super troll like profile picture.
Before I time this dude out, everybody in chat right now, go click on Clumsy Bomb's picture. Like everybody go click on his profile real quick. This is the person.
Bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're not looking good, bro. You're not looking good with that one.
That is saying whatever they're saying.
But dude, if the only response that you can have to someone is, yo, you gotta go look at this, you have to go look at this guy's profile picture. Look at how ugly this one person is. Look at how stupid someone looks. If that's the only way that you can prove your point, then you've immediately lost. If someone's accusing you of something, then you should have receipts to back it up. If you just can't instantly go, yeah, but bro, I've played LAN. Look at my performance. Look at the people who I play with, right? The best players in the world back me up. They don't think I'm cheating, right? These guys have my back. Then at the very least, right, you have something. But if you're just instantly attacking someone's like themselves, then you're fucked. Oh, hold on. Clumsy in chat just, by the way, gang, if you're not already like watching Clumsy, or if you're not followed to him already, make sure to go sub to him on YouTube and follow him over on Twitch. He's right now in the Twitch chat. And if you're on YouTube, well, hey, you're already on YouTube. Open up a new tab and go check him out. All right, this is what Clumsy sent to us right now in chat.
We'll debunk that. Okay.
And the same can be said for the next player, which is G.O.A.T. You see, after Zeus dropped his first video, G.O.A.T responded with this. And of course, G.O.A.T is one of Brainzy's frequent teammates. It's crazy how someone can defend such definitive proof of Brainzy cheating.
What definitive proof? You're ugly and dumb!
What definitive proof you're ugly and dumb? How, Taxi, how fucking brain dead are you, bro? You're an hour and 50, you're 50 minutes into a video. The majority of the video is literal straight evidence that he's cheating. From 11 minutes, okay, that was being generous. 11 minutes and 38 seconds, all the way to almost 45 minutes. For about half an hour, you've been fed clip after clip after clip after clip after clip, breaking down how this guy's cheating, what method of like cheat he's using, why it doesn't work, why it's actually cheating. Bro, Taxi is the biggest fucking glazer that there is, and for no good reason. This guy, Taxi, has never had a good take. Taxi has always exploited exploits that come out to the point that he has to get banned just so that he can hop on a new account and ban evade to go back to exploiting so that he can keep doing it, just so that he can have fun because Apex is boring without exploiting. Dude, as talented as Taxi is at Apex, and the guy is for real really good, bro, his brain is not even a fraction. It doesn't even work a fraction of the amount that his hands do, bro. Taxi's a lot better at doing this than he is at using this, right? Probably because he's used to digging in his butt, right? But that's really the extent that Taxi can fucking talk. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a good take from him.
I can't. I couldn't hold it anymore. I got rage baited. What? So what?
50 minutes into a video, I got rage baited. I wish I could. I gotta go back and I gotta see like the rest of his stream. There's no way that he's actually. I think if anything, I think Taxi, low key. I'm gonna take this back. All right, I'm gonna take back what I just said about how he's used to digging in his ass and how he can't use this. I think low key what's happening here, Clumsy, he's rage baiting you right now. I think he's actually the smartest person live at the moment, and he's currently rage baiting you so that you. Here's the crazy plot twist. He's rage baiting you so that you clip it and then you upload it going, guys, look at how stupid Taxi is. This guy is actually fucking retarded. And then Taxi is giving you free advertisement because people will see his face and go, oh my God, Taxi Tucci, I have to watch this. And then they watch it and then they see your video. Oh, this guy's cheating. What? And then they go and they watch it. Mastermind. Taxi is a mastermind. Oh my goodness.
Literally, go look in the mirror real quick.
You like that? Do you like that theory, Clumsy?
I like it. Go look at that picture, please. That shit just. You guys ever get the shivers, the heebie-jeebies? But I'm the one.
Chat, you ever get the heebie-jeebies? Scary. He's a freaky looking one. Coming from the guy that looks like the fucking evil witch. What are you talking about, bro? Bro, if you're going to attack how someone looks, you better make sure that you mog them tenfold. Because there ain't no way. Never mind. I'm not gonna attack someone else. I'm not gonna attack features that someone can or cannot control. But bro, there ain't no way you're gonna attack Clumsy for having that crazy ass looking profile picture when this is the best picture that the devs or whoever runs LAN could take of you. There ain't no way that professional photographer could not have taken a better picture of you.
That's playing with a cheater.
An insane response from Envy.
Oh,
Messiah.
wait,
What
oh,
else
yeah,
do you
yeah,
expect
never mind.
From the number
Never
8
mind.
pred that's being boosted by a cheater. He also had this to say about Zeus's videos.
Hey Brainsy, you can probably get all the ad rev off of that video since he's defaming.
That's not how that works.
You or whatever.
How would I do that?
You have to just contact YouTube. I can probably figure it out. Get the ad rev from it.
Absolutely mind-blowing stupidity from my boy Messiah. That is not how this works.
Yeah.
These mother sit there playing Apex 13 hours a day and have no concept on how the real world works. Messiah, it's not defamation calling you dumb as hell. You're an absolute fucking idiot, and I can say that 20 times in a row, and that is not defamation because it's a verifiable fact.
You know what? You know what's actually even funnier than what Zeus just said? If anyone wanted to claim defamation, what they would have to do is prove that they did that to them. They would have to prove that Brainsy was in fact not cheating, and that everything that Clumsy said is actually false. If no one actually follows through with the lawsuit of defamation, it's probably because if they were to, they would out themselves. Now, obviously, I don't think this subpar CC player is going to file a fucking multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Clumsy to get what? The ad revenue? What would that even be? I don't think Clumsy's not even monetized. He's not even partner on YouTube. He doesn't even have 10K subs. So what ad revenue are you going to get? None. There's none being made from this video. Hopefully, though, hopefully, Clumsy, you get enough subs to actually hit partner here soon, because this video is insane. But dude, like, the fact that he's like, yeah, dude, you could fucking sue him and get the money from it. Are you going to prove that you're not cheating? How are you going to do that? Are you going to let them go on your PC and do a whole deep dive into it? Probably not. Claim defecation.
And even
Yep.
if it was defamation,
Close.
even if I made up some crazy story about you, you would not be able to get a single cent from a YouTube video. You would need lawyers to go to court and claim I caused you defamation, prove I lost you money.
Oh, he's talking
and
about
then
Zeus,
I might
never
have
mind.
to
I'm
pay you
tripping.
that money, but good luck with any of that, because there's no way you could even afford the lawyer fees with 10 viewers on Twitch.
Oh, bro, that fucking...
Before
That's
we get
fucking
to our
crazy,
last
man.
player, I would like to mention that
Oh, my
these are
camera
not
froze. Oh, man, camera froze. Hold on.
the only pro players and content creators that are getting boosted by Brainsy and that have been getting caught boosted by Brainsy. It's likely that your favorite pro player or content creator has been getting boosted by Brainsy for multiple months now. That's why at the end
Yep.
of this video, I will be including a list.
It's
of
probably
every single
also true that
well-known
one of
player
your
that's
favorite
been caught
content creators
playing
is
with
also
Brainsy. I
cheating
will show
themselves with soft
timeframes,
cheats,
all
chat.
information. There are some serious weirdos. Just some off the top of my head. We got Lil Scrappy, holy meat suck. And I will also include this list in the description as a text file, so you can skip.
All right, now chat, I'm not going to watch the rest of the video. It's more so diving into other people that aren't Brainsy related. So if you guys want to see the rest of this video where he genuinely exposes the people who he plays with, I would seriously consider go and watch his video. Go watch the full thing. Watch it on your own. Obviously, we paused a lot. We talked a lot about different things. We gave our own perspective on it. We tried to play devil's advocate, but that was very difficult a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie. You definitely got to give it a watch. Or if you're not going to go give it a watch, please, at the very least, go hit that like button, click subscribe, make sure that your notifications are turned on all so that you're notified whenever he uploads. I don't think anyone has ever made a video like that in depth about like cheating in Apex. I'm not going to lie, I would love to do something like this. I don't think I have the willpower to sit down and actually compile all those clips. Like the amount of work that would have to go into watching someone's crazy long VODs and legitimately slowing down and finding moments that may or may not look sus just so that you can figure out if he's actually cheating. Dude, it's crazy.